gratitude and love. The another aspect of relationship by Umesh Jadhav sir, and Pooja Firwani will be the backup. And then for 15 minutes, we have the bio break interaction. And session 3 is on society from 5:45 to 6:45 by Nidhi Sachde and Ila Didi. And then we'll have the question answer session from 6:45 to 7:30 by Yashwant Bhaiya and Srinidhi. Okay, so this is your time now. I think we have spent 4 days on various inputs on universal human values, and I'm sure, and we're all very confident that you must have seen that this is different from the moral education that all of us, most of us have been told about. This is values, and if you're able, and I'm sure, and based on our interaction yesterday, we found a lot of your friends who picked up the mic and shared and asked questions. We could, all of us could see the exploration has commenced, which is a very, very good sign. And we're also equally hopeful that those who are silent and listening and watching, their exploration also would have commenced. So now we request students to raise their hands, and we will unmute your mic so you can speak, and you can give your reflections and sharing of what the journey has been. Also, I wanted to bring the notice of some of the panelists who were not there yesterday evening. We also found a number of students sitting with their families, and even the family also spoke yesterday during the Q&A session. So this was a very encouraging sign that the whatever is being discussed is already exploration has started, both the individual level and family level. So it's a very, very good sign of the future of India, which is in your hands, you dear students. Yes. So could we have some raised hands, and then we could unmute, enable your mic so you can speak. Yes, please. Just now I saw one raised hand and he has dropped it immediately. I don't know. He was there for a long time, but I was waiting for, we were all waiting for 3:30 to start. Yes. Could we have some raised hands, or do you want us to call your names? Whatever is comfortable. Yes. This is not a silent session. I hope all of you understand it's not a silent session. It's a session for, each of us sharing, right? This much we can tell you as faculty volunteers. All of us over the last 2 years have been sharing, have exploring, and that has helped us to build our confidence, right? And also helped us to bring clarity in what we are doing. That's how you find so many of our faculty you are seeing here. They're all faculty volunteers, but they are coming on the mic and speaking to all of you. So this is what is the the impact of sharing. So you now urge all of you students to raise your hands, and start sharing your experiences. Yes, please. Could we have some raised hands, please? I hope you not had a very heavy Saturday lunch for you to take a snooze off. And you can do it tomorrow, because tomorrow we are, it's a closed day for sessions. Yes. Could we have some raised hands, please? Namaste. Kaitari kara tumhara share kara lagel. The more you share, the more you get, you say. Yes. Please go ahead. Raise your hands. Could we have some raised hands, please? Or do you want me to call people?
Bhaiya, Tanya Bonde has raised her hand.
Okay.
Tanaya Bonde.
Tanya Bonde. Very nice. Yes. 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 Good evening. Good afternoon, Tanya. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. A little louder, Tanya. Yeah. Yeah. You again got muted. Yes. Can you speak now? Tanya?
Sir, I guess I'm having a...
Yeah, you remove your cursor from that mic. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I am issue.
So, आप बोलते जाइए ना. You start talking. We'll see. No issue.
So can you please repeat the question?
You have to share what have you felt about these 4 days and how much exploration you have done.
So it was a great experience. I got
Very
to
nice.
learn a lot about
Right.
human values and what's right about exploring yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and self evaluation mainly. Like, you should be honest to yourself, like,
Yes.
about everything. Like, when you like read those questions, you think about yourself, like what you would have done, like how you would have felt when if you were in that situation, and it tells you a lot about yourself. So yes, it has been a great journey so far.
So how was the assignment, Tanya?
So it was very helpful, like
How did you do the last question yesterday? You were supposed to talk to a friend and
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So which friend did you talk to?
So it's actually a very close friend of mine,
Very
Madhura.
nice.
I talked to her.
Right.
And
what was her reaction, response to you, and what was your response to her? Again, you muted yourself. Yeah. Yes. Just remove the cursor from that mic on your.
sorry sir.
Yeah.
First of all, she asked me ki, what is all this about? Like, why am I asking this? So I told her ki, we have this program, UHV. So she really liked the concept that about like all this stuff. Like ask like it. She also and she answered that it's a very good program and she would like to attend it once.
Very nice. Which engineering you're doing, Tanya? Where are you? Yeah, I think again I had to unmute you. Keep yourself unmuted. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I'm doing a pharmacy at Bombay College of Pharmacy right now.
Very nice.
Second year.
First year or second year or third year?
Second year.
Second year, wonderful. So what kind of planning you've done for yourself? What do you
Sir,
want to be? What do you want
so
to be?
right now I'm thinking, actually I'm not really, I don't have a clear idea or I'm not sure what to do, but I'm thinking about going into research, like full-fledged research.
Right.
Yes.
So that will give you happiness? Research?
Yes, it will.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Anything
Thank
else you want to? What are your hobbies like in terms of how do you spend time?
Yeah. I like to sing, sir, like a lot. Right. And yeah, that's it.
Good. Thank you. Wonderful. Nice hearing you. And wish you all the best, Tanya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, could we have some more raised hands, please? Yes. So all of you heard how she shared and how she shared the assignment also she did yesterday. Very interesting. Yes. Could we have some more raised hands? Or do you want me to call students? I don't think that's the right way to do. Yes. Could we have some more raised hands? Yes, students, we are waiting for you. We're all of us are eager to listen to you. Yes. Because even if you're not benefited from the program, that also, yeah, there it is. We found very nice. Yes. Kushi Parmar, namaste.
Namaste, sir. Good afternoon,
Namaste.
sir.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes, Kushi, tell us. Where are you from and how did you feel about the 4 days? What changed? Have you done any implementation? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am Khushi Sharesh Parmar. I am a first year student from Dr. Bhanuven Nanavati College of Pharmacy, Vilaypale. And yes, even I attended the course, which was there for 4 days. I just want to say it's a really nice course arranged by the Mumbai University for us. It was really a great experience. Like this session was, it had many aspects to it. Like it was psychological. It was there were many aspects also. It's basically about questions, the assignments that were given to us. They were based on our personal life experiences. Also, it was about past. It was about indulging in activities and experiences. So it was really a nice experience. So.
Very good. So when you did the assignment of day 3 and day 4, how many people did you involve in the assignment?
Sir, basically, I did have many friends, and we all discussed, and yeah, we all BNCP students interacted with each other, like they are my friends.
So all of you are attending, so you interact with each other.
Yes, sir. We all are in all the BNCP.
What about your other friends who did not attend? Did you interact with them?
Yes, so most of the everyone from first year B Pharmacy of BNCP is attending.
Right. You belong to BNCP, or you have a society also where you stay?
No, sir, I do have a society, but there are different people. So I did connect with them, but mostly I was connecting with
Very nice.
BNCP people because.
So what have you started exploring, Khushi?
Sir, basically, like there were these questions. There was this one question, like for an instance, if you have a friend whom you lost contact, if you don't have.
That's right. That's the question I'm asking. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I did have my school friend. I did have a talk with her, and then yeah, we did discuss that why it happened, and so it was actually a
very nice.
Understanding. So yes, I would like to thank Mumbai University that it gave me.
So you got back the friend, right?
Yes, I got back the friend.
Wonderful, wonderful. So is she now listening to this program also now?
No, sir. Actually, she is into MBBS right now, second year.
Oh, so you're a pharmacy. You got a doctor to look after the, right?
Yes, sir.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, sir.
Very happy. Yeah. So anything else you would like to, what kind of future plan you made for yourself?
So basically, right now, actually, I'm a NEET aspirant turned into a B Pharmacy student. Right. So yeah, I did take a big decision. Right now, I'm just trying to adjust into this new field because it's a new field for me. Yes. And then I'll definitely start preparing a flow map for me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Very nice. And thanks for being so boldly sharing your school friend example. Thanks.
No issues, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Very nice. God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. So can we have some more? Very interesting. Yes. Can we have some more hands? I think we should now have a fair amount of hands. You guys are thinking too much. Pharmacy is taking wonderful challenges. Come on, engineering students and management students also are there, I guess. Yes, can we have some more? Yes. Very nice. One thing also I want to, on behalf of NCCIP and the entire team of volunteers, yeah, I think you got to raise hand. That is very interesting. Yes, Chaitanya Kale. Good afternoon. Namaste.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible to you?
Perfectly audible. Yes, Chaitanya. Yes.
Yes, sir. I means myself, Chaitanya Kale. I am from the Bombay College of Pharmacy, studying in the second year. So really, it was so much nice experience of the UHV session that the Mumbai University have arranged. Really, I got very much knowledge regarding the various upcoming 4 session regarding various aspirations, concerns, and various education values and what new values we can inculcate in our life to make it more helpful and enjoyable. So really, the 4 days was very much nice for all the graduates.
Right.
And really, it was interactive session, and I really enjoy about that.
Wonderful. That again, see it in your tone of your voice. You're enjoying it. But what exploration you did? Did you implement any of those things that are said?
Yes, sir. Various aspiration like having a proper I know at how we can set our goals in a proper way and what guidelines we must follow in our future career.
Right. So when you're setting the goals, did you face any issues or problems when you're doing that last 4 days?
Yes, sir. Somewhat as you know that in every walks of the life we have some of the other difficulties, but actually when we look at it in a positive way to such a thing, so we will get a really a good response and a proper guidelines regarding it. So I have
Right.
always approached a positive thing to every instance of my life.
Very nice. Very nice. So, like Khushi, did you get any friend back for the assignment was yesterday? No, to go talk to a friend
Yes, sir.
who you lost. Who you lost? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Means in my school days, there was one friend, but due to some issues, there was no contact between him and myself.
Right.
So after some time, due to some, there was one program, and we suddenly met each other. So
Okay.
after a long journey, we have interacted, and so much we have communicated to each other. And he also shared some of the other things with me, and really it was nice and wonderful day of my life.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. In fact, you also have been asking questions in between, so it shows that you are quite involved with the program. So
Yes,
be
yes,
involved and yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes. You're saying something? Yeah, sorry.
No, sir, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank
what
you.
sort of a career are you planning for yourself in pharmacy?
Sir, I basically means I have fixed my goal in making a particular research program. Now I'm pursuing before B Farm, but for
Right.
upcoming I means I want to go in the especially research field like R&D and all that.
Okay.
Yes,
So that will keep you happy and prosperous, is it?
yes, yes, sir. Yes, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Interesting. Very nice.
Yes.
So which part of Bombay you belong to?
No, sir. I belong means I live in the Aurangabad.
Aurangabad. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. I think we are seeing Umesh ji has raised hands. Yeah, I think we'll make you co-host, sir. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
No,
Yes,
sir.
Umesh sir. Yeah. 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 Can we have some more raised hands, please? Very interesting. I think we had Tanya, Khushi, Chaitanya. Wonderful. Right. Could we have some engineering students also come in? Come in, guys. Yes. Yeah, there it is. Firoz Khan. Oh, very nice. Yes, Firoz. Namaste.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Firoz Khan.
Yeah.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. We can hear you.
Sir, I'm an engineering student, first year.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
sir, basically, the online classes were. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. No, better. No issue.
Sir, I was saying that this online classes were like boring and all for us. This
Okay.
2 weeks. And then
Right.
we were informed that there is an SIP class for 3 hours.
Right.
It will be very boring.
Okay.
But then I attended it on the second day, sir.
Right.
The sir was talking about trust, and yesterday I think the third session was about health.
Yes.
So I think we can collect very much information about life
Right.
and how to, make our relationships.
Right.
So I would like to thank you, sir, for arranging these sessions.
You have to thank you for attending, beta.
Okay, sir.
Right. So what did you explore? You did the assignment yesterday, right? So which friend did you catch who you're not touch with?
So there was my friend.
Uh-huh.
Basically, after 10th, I got into science and he
Right.
got into commerce.
Okay.
So we were like separated
Okay.
our lives. Then he was like never giving a call or messaging
Okay.
me.
Right.
So I thought it's his ego. So
Oh.
I will also not call him or message him.
Right.
But then after the lecture, I thought I was busy, he was busy. There's no one fault in that.
Right.
So I called him. I met him yesterday.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
So what did he say?
He was like, it's nostalgia meeting after
अच्छा
so.
फटाफट nostalgia में चला गया. Very nice.
Yeah, sir. He said like it's my fault. I didn't give a call. So
और
yeah.
2 साल की दूरी की बात नहीं की? 2 साल की दूरी?
नहीं सर, उसने ज्यादा बोला नहीं.
अच्छा.
मतलब उसका भी सर हालत लॉकडाउन की वजह से ज्यादा problem हो गई.
Okay, okay, okay. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
What sort of career have you planned for yourself?
For
Which
myself,
engineering you're doing? You didn't mention that. Is it IT you're doing or something else?
so BTech, computer engineering.
Computer engineering. Okay. So what's kind of future have you planned for yourself?
Sir,
What do you want
sir,
to
I
be?
aspire,
What do you want to be?
sir, a developer, sir.
You want to be happy, na?
Prosperous and happy, sir.
Right. No, don't say prosperous. Say happy and prosperous.
Happy and prosperous, sir.
Right. Otherwise, it appears you're wealthy and prosperous, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
I think thanks to you, we have one more who's there. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you. Yeah. Yes, Aditya, Amin.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Very good afternoon.
Yeah, sir. My name is Aditya Amin. I am from Bombay College of Pharmacy, second year student. For me personally, the second day session was kind of an eye opener for me, because I've never seen this viewpoint of segregation of myself and the body. This viewpoint is something new for me. So that
Right.
was biggest reflection for me.
Very nice. So what exploration did you do in that?
I gave some thought about it. I sat for alone for 1 hour or so. I gave some thought, like what my body requires and what my self requires, means
Okay.
inside my soul requires. That is something which I've never done before. And also the assignment questions were very helpful.
Right. So which assignment you liked most in 4 days?
Yesterday's assignment, sir. Actually, I would like to share one story. I had
Yes.
one of my friends from 6th standard. He was sort of the topper of the class. And I don't know, we lost contact with each other. And recently I saw on Instagram that it was his birthday. I just wished him, and now we are in very close contact with each other. Now we are, almost conversing daily, and I'm pretty happy about it that I've got one more friend.
Very nice. Very nice. So what do you want to be?
Right now I'm pursuing B.Pharm. Then I would like to do M.Pharm from India and PhD probably from an abroad country. So I would like to do a PhD first.
So you want to be a PhD or you want to be happy?
I want to be happy. Yeah.
Actually, you should say other way around. I want to be happy and do a PhD.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything else you like to share? Yeah. I can feel that you got a lot of things to share. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to share? Yeah.
No, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I think Chaitanya again. Yes, Chaitanya.
Sir, one point I missed to say that
Yeah.
yesterday's means when our session started at 3 o'clock, the music we have listened about the Hari Prasad Chaurasia and Zakir Hussain. So I really like that music because my hobby is music related.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I hope you like today also Rahul Chaurasia.
Yes, sir. His son.
And Rahul Chaurasia has got an orchestra. Today all the tunes were by his orchestra.
Yes, yes. Sir, that only I meant to say that yesterday's tone was very much nice, music tone.
Yes.
Very much nice jugalbandi between those great personalities.
Very good.
Yes.
Yes. That was his uncle, Haripra Chaurasia.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yesterday. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Wonderful.
Okay.
Wish we can discuss music. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Can we have some more raised hands? We got a couple of minutes. Yes. Have some more raised hands. Come on, engineers, farmers ahead of you. We got 4 pharma and 1 engineering. Yes. Could we have some more engineering students, please? Or MBA students? Yes, please raise your hand. We do know that some hands got raised and they got dropped, maybe because of your connection going off. I'm not very sure. But I think all of us are in a different world right now. Such nice sharings by Tanya, Khushi, Chaitanya, Firoz, Aditya, and again Chaitanya came back. Yes. Yes. Do we have some more raised hands? Why are you guys thinking so much? You got to work for 4 years. I'm going to keep thinking like this. Think simple, live simple, life is very simple, beta. Very, very simple. Yes. Can you have some more raised hands? There it is. Very nice. Vijita. Yes, Vijita Sunavane. Good afternoon, madam.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I'm a MBA student from Untitled Modi Institute, first year.
Very nice.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, from the session yesterday, actually, I asked sir one question, like the people who we trust or the person who we know, and they kind of judge us or speak bad about
Right.
us. How should we concern with those people, or should we pay attention or something? So at that point, sir, sir explained us that you shouldn't be of your concern. It shouldn't be of the concern. Like we should not react to it, or we should not do anything to it. That's the reason. And it was
Yes.
like really a great session. The way sir explained us in such a good voice and simple words, because
Right.
many times we don't understand or we can't share with anyone.
Yes.
That's the reason. So
Yes.
that, and then the thing is, the best thing sir explained was about the health thing. Like because of that, we came to know that how we should take care of each other, how we should take care, and how we should take care of our family also.
Right.
Like as you asked many, what does happiness? What is happiness for you? Of course, we should consider happiness. So
Right.
in that case, sir, I'll think happiness is for us also, but it should be for our family, like mostly our parents. Because
Yeah.
in this 2 years, this lockdown phase, we came to know that more than outsiders, our family or our parents are there with us.
Very nice.
They took care of
Absolutely.
us. They took all the things like which we should think will go with our friends, will go with our this or that, but our parents are always there. And sir, I was not planned. I had not planned like after my graduation I'll do MBA. But my mom, she just randomly came up with this idea, like you just give it a try.
Mm.
Ho gaya, to ho gaya. And like because of her, got a clarity. Okay, if my mom trusts in me, then I can do that.
Very nice. Very
So
nice.
that's the reason, sir, where I am today is because of my mother.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
after you thought about that response and no reaction, how do you implement that? You do any implementation of that?
Yeah, I get, sir. I mean,
Yeah, like for example,
um,
in the last 2 days, I mean yesterday and I think
yeah, yes,
yesterday.
sir. Yesterday, actually, the health sessions that I even we were on the like I even shared with my mother about this because I think on the YouTube we have the sessions. So I just showed my mom some of the.
No. My question is,
Yes.
you mentioned that you won't react, I'll respond, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm
But,
asking
sir,
you, did you implement that?
no, sir. Actually, I'm thinking too because my friend, I tried to contact her, but she is like her number is changed or something, so it's not getting connected. So
Okay.
I think like it's not always how much effort. It's not like as you say in Hindi, ek haath se taali nahi bajti.
बहुत बढ़िया, एकदम correct.
Always we can't go to someone asking because even we are giving 100%, even she should at least take one step towards that.
Right.
That's the thing, sir. But sir, yesterday's session was great, and I'm really hoping, and the assignments also help a lot, sir, to get to know clarity about that.
Yeah, there's one thing we all are. I mean, we are very, very touched by the fact that each of you is doing so detailed assignment. You know,
Yes, so the assignments.
doing a
also
lot of
help.
inputs in the assignments. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank
What
you.
sort of career have you planned, beta Vijita?
So I'm planning to do my first MBA. I want to clear my MBA. And
After
then
that, what?
After that, I'm planning to work, like start my own work and then a startup. But I want to be happy and then my startup.
They got it. You got it. Very nice.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Very
so much.
nice.
Sir.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. God bless you. God
Thank
bless
you so much.
I think we got 2 more minutes before Umesh sir comes. Yes. Anybody else? One more hand raise, please. Quick one. Got 120 seconds to speak. Yes. So we have now representation from engineering, management, and pharmacy. Yes. Anybody else? We got a minute left. So, I mean, is there anybody else who is taking time for you guys to raise hands? I mean, maybe technology is not so favorable on an afternoon. Yeah, but I think we will stop it here. And on behalf of NCC, yeah, I think got raised hand. I think Umesh sir is raised hand. Yeah, we started now, sir. So on behalf of NCRB, we want to thank all of you for having done wonderful sharing of each of your experiences and everything. And also on behalf, we want to really thank all of you for having done wonderfully assignments on all the 4 days. We see so much of content. We are getting little, carried away by that, because the way you're answering questions, you're referring to the slides and referring to the stocks, it has touched all of us. So of course, we have got one more day to go on Monday, but we want to express our thanks and our gratitude to all of you for doing the assignment so sincerely. Over to Umesh, sir. Sir, over to you. So we just get you made.
Namaste, Bhaiya. You can make me go co-host.
Yeah, yes.
You can make me co-host on this ID. Okay, good. Thank you. And I can share the slides. Namaste, everybody. Namaste to all students, faculty members, parents. It's good to listen to your reflections from 3:30 to 4 o'clock, and some of you who reflected could verify these proposals within yourself, and this is making sense for you. Mohan Rao Bhaiya was continuously asking you what you want to be, and you were telling what you want to become. So, are you getting the difference between what you want to become and what you want to be? Right. So I do something to become something. By becoming something, I get something. But by doing, by becoming, by getting, I want to be. And what I want to be, that is our basic aspiration. So if each one of us, if we get the clarity on what I really want to be, what is naturally acceptable to me, what are my intentions? These are the 3 most important points. And on these 3 points, if each one of us is able to get this clarity by exploring and verifying the things within on the basis of our natural acceptance, so that way, we will be able to identify our basic goal, our purpose. Okay. So the basic goal of human being is the continuity of happiness and prosperity. And each one of us, we all are living, correct? You are living, I'm living with other human being. I'm living with rest of the nature. You are also living with other human being. You are also living with rest of the nature. Correct? Can you live without human being? Can you live without rest of the nature? No. So each one of us, every moment, is living with human being and the rest of the nature. So these are the 2 relationships we have. A relationship with human being and the relationship with rest of the nature. And if I understand both of these relationships, I can be in a harmony. I can be happy. But whenever I'm not able to understand both of these or any one of these, that causes disharmony within. So for that, I need to understand myself as a human being. So human being is the coexistence of self and body. The physical facility is the need of the body, which is temporary in time. And any physical facility is required in limited in quantity. The activity of the body is also temporary in time, and at the level of body only recognizing and fulfilling is taking place. But when we see the self, when we ask ourselves, what are my needs? So the need of the self is happiness, trust, respect, affection, reverence. These are the feelings which we talked till yesterday. So the need of the self is continuous in time. It's qualitative in nature. And then it gets fulfilled by right understanding and right feeling. In fact, when we look into the activity of the self, the imagination, desire, thoughts, and expectations, all these three things together called imagination, which is going on in you continuously. And whatever is going on in you at the level of your thoughts, desire, expectations, your behavior, your participation with the rest of the nature is the outcome of it. So are you able to see that whatever your thoughts, whatever your desires, whatever your expectations are, which is going in you continuously, your behavior is the outcome of the same thing. A very small portion of your desired thoughts and expectations you express to the body, right? So whatever you talk with the other people, the content of the talks are there in your imagination. That's the reason you are able to talk or not. Like whatever you do outside, basically the contents are there inside. So sometimes, you say that I didn't want it to get angry. Is it possible that you didn't want it to and you can be angry? Is it possible? The anger, the depression, the disturbances, the disharmony, it was there, right? It was there. And then it got expressed through the body. So are you able to see that who is responsible for your own behavior? You yourself or somebody else? Very nice. It's nice to see that I am responsible for my own behavior. It's not the somebody else. Because my behavior is the outcome of my own desire, thoughts, and expectations. So at the level of my desired thoughts and expectations, if there is harmony, if there is relationship, then I will interact and behave with this harmony and the relationship. So I can have a fulfilling life. So to live that fulfilling life, we need to understand our relationship with human being and the relationship with rest of the nature. And we have been talking about the relationship with human being, and what we discussed in the previous sessions, that human relationship is between a self and a self. There are feelings in relationship in oneself or the other self. And these feelings are like trust, respect, affection, reverence. So these four feelings we discussed till yesterday, and today we will discuss on gratitude and love. We'll also talk about the issues like gratitude and ungratefulness, love and infatuations. So trust is the clarity that other wants to make me happy and prosperous. I also always wants to make other happy and prosperous. So it's an ability to see that the natural acceptance of the other is similar to my natural acceptance. The intention of other is similar to my intention. That is what the trust is. And with this trust, we are able to see that though I want to make myself happy, but many times I shouts, I doubts, I scream, I yell. And I do these things quite often with my near one, with my dear one, with my family member. So whenever you are angry on your parents, let us say, for example, or with your friends, or with your teacher, or with any other human being, is it your intention to make them unhappy? Or it happens because at that particular moment of time, this harmony is not there in yourself, right? So that's the lack of competency. It's not your intention. So it's a similar case with the other people also. Their intention is the same as my intention, but they also lacks in competency as I lacks in competency. So often we could reach to the conclusion that other is lacking in competency. But are you able to see to it that you are also lacking in competency? What you think? It's only the other who lacks ability? केवल दूसरे में सुखपूर्वक जीने की योग्यता नहीं है, या आप में भी सुखपूर्वक जीने की योग्यता नहीं होने के चलते आप निरंतर सुखी नहीं हो पा रहे हैं? What is your answer? वेरी नाइस, है ना? हम लोग अभी इसको देख पा रहे हैं कि कॉम्पिटेंसी की कमी मुझ में भी है, दूसरों में भी है. What do you think, that only the others are the problems, or the problems are there in me also? Nice observations and verifications that I also lack in competency. I do have problems. So at least I can work on development of my own competency. So I would be resolved within, and I can reach to that state of resolution within by developing this right understanding and right feelings through process of self-exploration, so that I can reach to the state of an excellence. And that excellence is basically development of ability to live with continuous happiness and prosperity. So this much we discussed till yesterday. If there is any sort of questions based on the discussions we had, you may raise your hand. So before to open up gratitude and love, we can talk about those questions. So any question? If no, then at least in the chat you can respond no questions. Very nice. Chahan Chaudhary has already responded, so as Sonal, that no questions. Okay, good. There is a question that what is love? We have 1 hour 20 minutes to talk on that today. So are you ready? Shall we start? Are you paying attention, listening to the proposals, and not assuming and verifying these proposals within yourself? Good. So let us start what is gratitude is. Gratitude is the feeling for those who have made efforts in terms of providing help in the process of my development, my excellence. I also want to reach to the state of an excellence. And in the process of reaching to the state of an excellence, there could be many who are making efforts for my excellence. There could be many who are trying to help me out in development of this right understanding and right feelings within me. There could be many who has provided me with the necessary physical facility. So the feeling for those who have made efforts in terms of providing help in the process of development, my development, right? So if you start listing down, how many people are there who helped you since your childhood till the date in understanding something? How many people are there who taught you? How many people are there who hold your hand, who try to nurture you? How many people are there, who have provided nice suggestions? Your family members are there, your teachers are there, your friends, possibly, your relatives. And then how many people are there who have provided with necessary physical facilities? These are the two needs you have: the need of right understanding and right feeling, and the need of physical facilities. Right? We are studying in the class today, engineering, pharmacy, different branches today. ये किसकी मेहनत के चलते आप एडमिशन भी ले पाए हैं या पढ़ाई भी कर पाए हैं? तो अभी तक अगर आपने देखा कि कितने लोगों ने आपको फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड की, खाना, कपड़े, चाय, पानी, है ना, ये सारी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज है। हवा, ये भी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज है। सनलाइट, ये भी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज है, राइट? एंड विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड नेसेसरी फॉर सर्वाइवल ऑफ द बॉडी। तो क्या लगता है, इफ आई आस्क यू टू मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस पीपल, लगभग कितने लोग लिस्ट में आएंगे? यस, मनन ठक्कर। Manan, do you have any sharing? तो क्या लगता है, इफ यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग अ लिस्ट, कितने नंबर्स आ जाएंगे? ओके, इनफाइनाइट, मेनी, बहुत बढ़िया। ठीक है, लेट मी गिव एन एग्जांपल। टू मेनी, वेरी नाइस। आपने लंच किया होगा आज, किसी ने लंच बनाया होगा, और बनाया इसी वजह से वो प्लेट में आया। ठीक, अगर वो कोई लंच बनाता नहीं तो प्लेट में आता था क्या लंच? क्या आप खा पाते थे? अब जिन्होंने भी लंच बनाया होगा ना, उन्होंने उसके लिए वो जो रॉ मटेरियल है, ग्रोसरीज है, वो कहीं से लाई होगी। लेट अस से शॉप से लाई है। अगर वो शॉप क्लोज्ड हुआ होता तो वो जो रॉ मटेरियल है आप तक पहुंच पाती? वो जो शॉप में जो रॉ मटेरियल है उसको किसी ने प्रोड्यूस किया है। अ फार्मर must have produced it somewhere in a remote isolated village. So the farmer has produced the food. Somebody had transported that food to the wholesale market, then from wholesale market to the retail market. From retail market, it has come to your house. Then someone has prepared the food, and this is how the food has come to your plate. तो क्या आप इस बात को देख रहे हैं कि थाली में जो लंच था, उस लंच आपकी प्लेट में आने तक कितने लोगों का उसमें पूरा इन्वॉल्वमेंट बना रहा है? नेचर का भी पूरा इन्वॉल्वमेंट बना रहा है। यस, तन्मय सांघवी।
ए भाई
तो हम लोग इस बात को देख पाते हैं, है ना, कि इतने सारे लोगों का और पूरे नेचर का इन्वॉल्वमेंट उसमें बना रहा है। कैन वी सर्वाइव विदाउट नेचर? हवा, पानी, सनलाइट, ये अगर नहीं रहा, ये प्रोडक्शन अगर नहीं होता रहा, तो कैन वी सर्वाइव? तो अगर हम लिस्ट बनाने गए तो उसमें कितने लोगों का नाम आएगा? पूरे नेचर, पूरा एग्जिस्टेंस, राइट? अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, द नेचर एंड द एग्जिस्टेंस. So these many people, the nature, the existence has provided me guidance and the required physical facilities for my excellence and helping for my development. So the feeling for those is gratitude. And the gratitude is very significant in the development of relationship. लेकिन अभी रियलिटी क्या हो रही है? रियलिटी ये हो रही है कि इतना सब लोग, ये नेचर है ना, हमारे डेवलपमेंट के लिए हेल्प तो कर रहा है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी हमें अपने ही पेरेंट्स, अपने ही भाई, अपने ही बहन, अपने ही फ्रेंड्स के इंटेंशंस के प्रति डाउट आता है. तो जो फीलिंग ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड है ये हमें हमेशा बना रहता है, ये फ्लक्चुएट होते रहता है. क्या हम इस फीलिंग्स को शेयर भी करते हैं पेरेंट्स के साथ में, या जिन्होंने भी हमारे लिए जो कुछ है ना हेल्प प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं इन आवर डेवलपमेंट? I'll tell you a very interesting story. जब ये ग्रेटिट्यूड का मैं सेशन ले रहा था क्लासरूम में, बच्चों के साथ में इंटरेक्शंस कर रहा था, तो एक मेरे स्टूडेंट क्लास जैसी खत्म हो गई तो मेरे पास में आया और उन्होंने कहा कि सर, बहुत चीजों को मैंने आज अपने में एक्सप्लोर और वेरीफाई करके देखा. मेरे पिताजी के प्रति भी मुझे ग्रेटिट्यूड नहीं है ऐसी मुझे लग रहा था, है ना. मेरे माँ के प्रति मुझे ग्रेटिट्यूड नहीं है ऐसी मुझे लग रहा था. वो बच्चा कह रहा था कि द सॉर्ट ऑफ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मी एंड माय फादर इज अ एटीएम मशीन. तो जब भी मुझे पैसे की आवश्यकता है तो मैं फादर से बात कर लेता हूँ, अदरवाइज तो मैं कभी पिताजी से बात भी नहीं करता हूँ. आई डोंट नो लाइक क्या हुआ था उसकी, लेकिन उसने मुझे बताया वो कि ऐसी सिचुएशंस थी कि मैं 15-20 दिन तो मेरे पिताजी के साथ में बात भी नहीं किया था. जब वो सोते थे तो सोने के बाद में ही मैं घर पे आता था और सुबह उठने से पहले मैं घर के बाहर जाता था. तो क्या हम इस बात को देख पा रहे हैं कि इतने सारे लोग हैं, हमारे अपने हैं, ये नेचर है ना, ये इतना हेल्प कर पा रहा है हमारे अपने विकास में, हमारे अपने डेवलपमेंट में. क्या उनके प्रति ये कृतज्ञता का भाव, ग्रेटिट्यूड का भाव हमें निरंतर बना रहता है या फ्लक्चुएट होते रहता है? ये बच्चे ने जब ये सारी शेयरिंग की ना, तो मैंने फिर उनसे कहा कि अब अभी क्या सोच रहे हैं? तो ही सेड पता नहीं, बट आई मस्ट टॉक टू माय फादर. और फिर 15-20 दिन के बाद में क्लासरूम में जब आगे सेशन चल रहा था, तो देन ही शेयर हिज रिफ्लेक्शन. उसने कहा कि मंडे का डे था वो, तो उसने कहा कि संडे, yesterday was Sunday and I was also at my home. My father was also at my home. So after having breakfast, I mean, I decided to have breakfast with my father. और पता नहीं कितने महीनों के बाद या कितने वर्ष के बाद मैंने पिताजी के साथ में बैठ के मैंने ब्रेकफास्ट किया. और उसने कहा कि पिताजी के साथ में मैं बैठकर ब्रेकफास्ट तो कर रहा था, लेकिन मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि मैं भी कंफर्टेबल नहीं हूँ, पिताजी भी उतने कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग साथ में बैठ के ब्रेकफास्ट कर लिए. और ब्रेकफास्ट के बाद में बच्चे ने फिर पिताजी से कहा कि मुझे आपसे कुछ बात कहनी है. तो उन्होंने कहा कि क्या बात कहनी है बेटा? तो कहे कि आप थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स हो जाइए, बैठ जाइए. So the father was seated on the chair and this boy decided to sat on the floor. So he was seated on the floor. और वो कहा कि nothing, like I am just recollecting and remembering what you have done for me. और उसने जो शेयरिंग की थी ना पिताजी के साथ में, he shared the same thing in the classroom, that मैंने पिताजी से बताया कि you are the one who taught me how to walk. You are the one who taught me how to talk. आपने मुझे जब भी किसी एक कपड़े की आवश्यकता थी तो आपने मुझे 2 कपड़े दिए. आपको जितना भी बेस्ट पॉसिबल महंगे स्कूल आपके लिए थे, उससे भी महंगे स्कूल में आपने मुझे डाला. सब कुछ आपने मेरे लिए किया है. ये जस्ट मैं आपको बताना चाहता था. क्या हुआ ना, जैसे ये बच्चा बताने लग गया तो उसकी भी आंखों नम होगी, पिताजी की भी आंखें नम होगी. वो कहा कि थोड़े देर के बाद में जो पिताजी ने देखा तो पिताजी ही हग मी वेरी नाइसली, और दोनों एक दूसरे के हग्स में थे, और ही वो कह रहा था कि मैं भी रोया, पिताजी भी रोए, हम दोनों भी खूब रोए, और उसके बाद में इतने फ्री हुए, और वो फिर डिनर टेबल पर, ब्रेकफास्ट टेबल पर काफी कंफर्टेबल रहते हैं अभी हम लोग एक दूसरे के साथ। दिस फीलिंग्स आर सो इम्पोर्टेंट। लेकिन वो फीलिंग्स अगर हम में है, वो ग्रेटिट्यूड अगर हम में है, तो वी कैन एक्सप्रेस इट आउट। इफ वी डू नॉट हैव ग्रेटिट्यूड, it cannot be expressed. And to reach to the gratitude, the basic necessity is to have the clarity on the intention, the trust. Once the trust, respect, affection being ensured, we can also able to see the gratitude. लेकिन आज अगर देखा जाए तो there is huge crisis of gratitude, right? Everybody complains about the other. Teachers complaining about students, students complaining about teachers, parents complaints about children, children complaints about parents. ना माता पिताजी ने इतना सब कुछ करके दे दिया, इंजीनियरिंग में एडमिशन दे दिया, बच्चा कहता है कि मुझे वो कॉलेज में एडमिशन चाहिए था, मुझे यहाँ पर दे दिया, मुझे वो ब्रांच चाहिए थे, मुझे यहाँ पर दे दी। पेरेंट्स कहते हैं कि बच्चा देखो इंजीनियरिंग में गया और हमसे 2 वक्त की ठीक से बात भी नहीं करता। इतनी सारी शिकायतें हमारी भरी हुई है। तो क्या लगता है ये जो फीलिंग ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड है, ये हमें निरंतर बनता है या फिर ये फ्लक्चुएट होता रहता है? So the feelings are important, right? Once you have these feelings, then the feelings get expressed. लेकिन वो फीलिंग्स ही अगर नहीं है तो उसका एक्सप्रेशन भी नहीं होगा। So it could be a nice exercise, you can do today. List down the help you are receiving from friends, family, teachers, society, and nature. जैसे हम मेस में खाना खाते हैं, है ना? So the cook who is cooking the food, the brother who is serving the food, the moment you enter inside the class, the college, the guard who is standing at the gate, the sweeper who have cleaned the classroom, and that's how you are able to sit in the classroom. वॉशरूम किसी ने क्लीन किया है, क्लासरूम किसी ने क्लीन किया है। क्या हम इस बात को देख पा रहे हैं कि इतने सारे लोग मेरे अपने डेवलपमेंट के लिए, क्योंकि वो क्लासरूम की अगर साफ सफाई नहीं होती तो हम वहां पर बैठ नहीं सकते, ठीक है ना? अगर वो गार्ड कॉलेज के गेट पर नहीं बैठते तो शायद हम जो सिक्योरिटी के साथ अंदर जाते वो नहीं जा पाते। भले ही हम मेस में पैसा दे रहे हैं, लेकिन वो कुक है, उन्होंने खाना बनाया है। सी रिसेंटली वी हैड गॉन थ्रू दिस लॉकडाउन पीरियड। लॉकडाउन में पैसा तो हमारे पास में था, लेकिन शहर बंद था। हम पैसा खाते हैं या खाना खाते हैं? अगर आपके हाथ में लाखों रुपए भी है लेकिन दुकान ही बंद है, तो लाखों रुपए आप खाओगे या अनाज आप खाते हैं? तो that's fine, the shopkeeper we are doing the transactions with the money with the shopkeeper, but that feeling is there, or it's not there. That's very important, that feeling of gratitude. So इस तरीके से it would be a nice exercise if you could do for yourself. Make a list of the people from whom you are receiving help, the friends, family, teachers, society, nature, ठीक? और उसके साथ में ये देखिए कि उन सबके प्रति जो मेरे लिए कुछ कर रहे हैं, मेरा फीलिंग क्या है? एक लोकल स्टेशन पे मैं जाता हूं, वहां पर इतने लोग हैं जिनके चलते वो स्टेशन चल रहा है, उनके प्रति मेरी फीलिंग क्या है? या अगर टिकट देने में किसी ने वो टिकट काउंटर पे किसी ने थोड़ा सा 2 सेकंड का भी लेट डिले कर दिया तो मैं इरिटेट हो जाता हूँ। क्या मैं ये देख पा रहा हूँ कि मेरे लिए वो ठीक है, उनको सैलरी मिल रही है लेकिन वो बैठे तो है ना, सर्विस तो मुझे ही दे रहे हैं ना। मेरे हर एक टीचर्स है, लैब में है ना, लैब असिस्टेंट्स है, मेरे डीन है, मेरे डायरेक्टर है, मेरे प्रिंसिपल है। तो क्या हम ये जो ग्रेटिट्यूड का भाव है उसको अपने में विकसित हो पा रहे हैं, उसको हम देख पाते हैं, या वो फ्लक्चुएट होता है? तो we may have a poll here. So can money provide these facilities if these people involved do not participate in the process? If the farmer is not producing, then can money provide you food? If the local trains are not operating, then can money take you from home to the college? Very nice. Nice to see your response, out of 230 students responded, 60% are able to see no. Good. Any question based on the discussions we had? किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है, कोई शेयरिंग है? ठीक, नाइस। तो ये फीलिंग्स इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है ना, और ये फीलिंग्स तो समझ कर ही हम इस फीलिंग्स के साथ में जी सकते हैं। सो नाउ वी कैन सी दैट we are anyway related to the environment, human being as well as rest of the nature, whether you identify your relationship or you don't identify your relationship, you are related. And each one of us is depend on each one of us. We are related, we are connected. So the basic needs of our continuity of happiness, it gets fulfilled with such knowledge, what we are saying, the right understanding and the right feelings and physical facilities. लेकिन अभी अगर देखा जाए तो check whether you have feeling of gratitude for those who have made efforts for you in your life. This is important question. Are you able to appreciate both what has been done as well as what has not been done in complete picture, or are you mostly focused on what has not been done by the others? जैसे एग्जाम्पल के रूप में, अगर मम्मी घर में खाना बनाती है, ठीक, तो दिन में कम से कम 2, अधिक से अधिक 3-4 बार तो खाना बना ही रही होगी। 3 बार भी अगर डेली खाना बना रही है तो इसका मतलब महीने में 90 टाइम्स शी इज प्रिपेयरिंग द फूड। अब ये 90 टाइम्स में वो जब खाना बना रही है तो किसी दिन अगर नमक कम रह गया तो आपका ध्यान वो एक दिन के खाने
तो भैया आप सुनाई नहीं दे रहे हैं। हेलो।
जी दीदी सर अनम्यूट हो गए, 1 मिनट।
हाँ सर, आप सुनाई नहीं दे रहे हैं।
All right. So my microphone was being muted. I got connected with the other device. Pooja Didi,
हाँ हाँ,
could you
स्लाइड
please
शेयर
share
करो।
the slides? Yes, thank you. So what I was saying, कि 90 times, the mother is preparing food, and the one time, if the salt is not as per your test, so you remain focused on complaining for that one time meal, or are you able to appreciate that 59 times, she prepared the food very nicely, tasty and delicious. तो जनरल हम क्या करते हैं कि जो जितनी भी चीजें, देखिए हम भी दूसरों के लिए बहुत कुछ चीजें करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन हम जितना करना चाहते हैं वो सभी कर पाते या कुछ चीजें कर पाते। तो क्या हम इस बात को देख पा रहे हैं कि दूसरे के साथ में भी यही होता होगा? राइट। एक बार मेरे जो फ्रेंड है, वो फ्रेंड ने ना उनका किस्सा मेरे साथ में शेयर किया था कि बेसिकली हम लोग बोल बोल इसके ऊपर डिस्कशन हमारा चल रहा था कि हाउ मच टाइम वी कम्युनिकेट विथ ईच अदर इन द फैमिली। तो डैनी सेड कि टेलीफोनिक हमारा डिस्कशन चल रहा था, और उसके बाद में he immediately realized that it has been really months that he didn't have time to spare with his children. So then on Sunday he thought of taking to his children on a day out. तो एक 16 ईयर की उनकी लड़की है, 12 ईयर का उनका बेटा है। he owns his own car. He also have a driver. तो उसने डिसाइड किया कि ड्राइवर को लेके जाएंगे, दिन भर कहीं एक टूर पे जाएंगे और वापस आ जाएंगे। तो when they left the home, he decided to drive the car himself, and this driver भैया was sitting with the children. और 2 घंटे को ड्राइविंग के करने के बाद एक ब्रेकफास्ट का स्पॉट आया था, वहां पर वो लोग रुक गए। और अचानक मेरे फ्रेंड के ध्यान में आया कि जब से घर छोड़ा है और इस ब्रेकफास्ट की प्लेस तक पहुंचे हैं, 2 घंटा बच्चे कंटिन्यूअसली एक दूसरे से भी बात कर रहे हैं और ड्राइवर भैया से भी बात कर रहे हैं, खूब मस्ती कर रहे हैं, खूब हंस रहे हैं। और मैंने तो ये बाहर उनके साथ में इसीलिए निकला हूं कि उनसे बात करना। तो आफ्टर हैविंग ब्रेकफास्ट ही डिसाइडेड टू सिट विद हिज चिल्ड्रन, एंड देन ही आस्क्ड द ड्राइवर टू ड्राइव द व्हीकल। और उसने शेयर किया फिर मुझे कि जब मैं बच्चों के साथ में पीछे बैठा तो आई स्टार्टेड आस्किंग दोस क्वेश्चंस लाइक हाउ आर यू। तो बोथ द चिल्ड्रन सेड वी आर गुड पापा, हाउ इज एवरीथिंग गोइंग ऑन, व्हेन डू आर योर एग्जामिनेशंस, आपका लास्ट टाइम के एग्जाम का स्कोर कैसा रहा, डू यू वांट एनीथिंग। और उसने कहा कि ये जो बेसिक 5-6 क्वेश्चंस है ना, वो क्वेश्चंस को पूछने के बाद में neither I had anything to share with my children, nor my children were comfortable talking to me. So are we really communicating with each other in the family? Yeah, most of the times the content of our talk is like TV content, खाना पीना, ये जो sensations, preconditioning. या हम वो टीवी बंद करके कहीं बैठकर एक दूसरे के साथ में डिस्कस भी कर रहे हैं, कम्युनिकेट भी कर रहे हैं। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है ना, ये जो फीलिंग्स है, ये जो ग्रेटिट्यूड है। नेक्स्ट। ये observation is very important, that do you have the feeling of gratitude for the other continuously, or the feeling of gratitude comes and goes? I'll tell you the indicators of not having gratitude at a particular moment of time. The complaints about others. Getting angry on the others. Having feeling of opposition. Very nice. That's, you are able to relate it, you are able to verify, and you are able to see that the feelings of gratitude comes and goes. So I also need to understand these feelings, and then only I can live with these feelings. And the question number 3 is very important. Are you making efforts for ensuring the right feelings in yourself and expressing them to the other, or are you expecting these feelings from the others only? मम्मी ने मुझसे अच्छी बात करनी चाहिए, पापा ने अच्छी बात नहीं की मुझसे, फ्रेंड ने मुझसे अच्छी बात नहीं की. See, all the time, are you expecting these feelings from the others, or you are also taking efforts to understand these feelings and ensuring these feelings with others? Right? So this is very important thing. दूसरी बात ये है कि by expecting the favorable feelings from the other, so continuity of such feeling is not possible. And we want to ensure the continuity of happiness. So the continuity of happiness is possible by understanding and ensuring these feelings in ourselves, our own self. So any question based on the discussions we had? किसी का अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है या तो फिर कोई शेयरिंग है, कोई रिफ्लेक्शंस है, तो यू कैन रेज योर हैंड्स. अभी हम थोड़ी देर पहले बात किए कि हम कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं एक दूसरे के साथ. अब यहाँ पर तो आपसे कहा जा रहा है कि कम्युनिकेट करो. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट.
Bhaiya Kaustubh Kaptial has raised his hand.
Okay. Yes, Kaustubh.
Hello.
Yes, Kaustubh.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the best way of expressing gratitude? Because we don't know sometimes how to do it.
See, beta, क्या है ना कि once you have feelings, then the feeling gets expressed. Right? Expression is the outcome of the feelings you have. So the moment we get to see that there are a whole lot of people who are helping me for my development, and the nature is there, is helping me for my development. Once we have these feelings, then the expression comes out. है ना? जैसे आपका कभी मूड खराब हुआ तो कोई एकदम वायलेंट गाना निकलता है या नहीं निकलता है? आपका मूड कभी अच्छा रहा तो आप सीटी बजाते या नहीं बजाते? ऐसा होता है कौस्तुभ? आप कभी बहुत एकदम सैड फील कर रहे हैं तो कोई सैड सॉन्ग आप गाते या नहीं गाते? तो ये क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो फील हो रहा है अंदर उसका एक्सप्रेशन हो रहा है. उसी तरह से when we have this feeling of trust, feeling of respect, feeling of affection, feeling of gratitude, तो एक्सप्रेशन भी उसका नेचुरली होगा. Is that okay, Kaustubh? So we can move to the next slide, Didi. Yeah, you can open the complete slide. Yeah, so when we see these feelings, if you mostly focus on what has not been done, okay, so that shows basically the irritations and disturbance within you. And then you keep focusing on that small part which has not been done. So you keep complaining about others. लेकिन अगर हमारा फोकस उसमें बना रहा कि इतना तो किया है ना, तो उसके साथ हम अपने में हार्मोनी में रहते हैं और उस हार्मोनी को दूसरे के साथ में भी है ना जीने में इंश्योर करते हैं. अगर ये फीलिंग्स ग्रेटिट्यूड की आ रही है, जा रही है या निरंतर नहीं बन पा रही है, इसका अर्थ ये है कि हम वो जो बेसिक है ना रिलेशनशिप, उसी को ही आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे. अगर उस रिलेशनशिप को अगर हम जहां पर भी आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं तो वहां पर तो ग्रेटिट्यूड की फीलिंग को एक्सप्रेस तो कर ही देते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल किसी दोस्त के साथ है ना, अगर दोस्त ने हमारे लिए कुछ किया तो हम तो कहते हैं कि थैंक यू यार, आप अगर मुझे कॉल नहीं करते तो शायद मेरी एग्जाम मिस हो जाती. तो जो फीलिंग है ना, दैट फीलिंग्स हैज टू आइडेंटिफाइड, देन वी कैन एक्सप्रेस दिस फीलिंग्स. नेक्स्ट. So if you see this, that how many people are there and the nature who is helping you in your development, और जिस तरीके से क्वेश्चंस को हमने देखा तो आप कह रहे थे कि एंडलेस है, इनफाइनाइट है, मेनी है, टू मेनी है ना. So with these things I am asking you a question which you can verify on the basis of your natural acceptance. If you want to be related to, what is your answer? None, one, many, or everyone? I'll give you time to respond. If you want to be related to, none, one, many, everyone. Good. Different responses. Let us see the meaning of these responses. If the answer is none, which means there is a feeling of opposition for all, and you have natural acceptance to live with the feeling of relationship with all. Now look at your natural acceptance and what you want to, I mean what you are, it's exactly opposite, and that causes the disharmony with it. है ना, हम तो सभी के साथ में संबंधपूर्वक जीना चाहते हैं, लेकिन आंसर अगर नन है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि द फीलिंग ऑफ बीइंग related to none is in opposition to all. Let us say, what does this one and many means? So the one and many is the feeling of affection, and affection is the feeling of being related to others, acceptance that other is my relative. So I'm able to accept one, I'm able to accept more than one, I'm able to accept many as my relatives. This is what the affection is. And let's see what is the meaning of everyone. So the feeling of being related to all is love. So love is the complete value in the relationship. The feeling of being related to every single human being, the feeling of being related to every single unit of the nature, whether it's a material order, bio order, animal, birds, and all the human being. That is what the love is. And we can reach to the state of love by understanding the truth. by understanding our natural acceptance, that our natural acceptance is to live with the feeling of relationship with everyone. And when it comes to the everyone, it doesn't restrict to the human being only, but you also want to be related to the stone, to mountain, to river, to trees, birds and animals, right? So this is the feeling. So somebody has asked the question when we initiated the discussion, what is love? So love is the feeling of being related to all. And that all includes every human being and the every single unit which exists in the whole existence. That's the reason in the relationship, love is the complete value. Can you have love without trust? Is it possible to love without respect? Is it possible that the affection is missing and the love is there? So what is love? Love is responsibility. What is love? The love is commitment. So the responsibility and the commitment of mutual fulfillment is love. Right? So love is the state of continuous happiness within. Love is the state of harmony within. So when you are in harmony within continuously, and when you are able to understand your relationship with every single human being and every unit which exists in the nature and existence, that is love. Next. Now, if you see today, the preconditioning related to the love or the common misunderstanding about the love is excitement. Love is from the sensations, preconditioning. And this is a very confused feeling. So when we look into the content of our imagination, if there are desires, there are thoughts, there are expectations which has got so many preconditioning, which has got so many sensations. If there's a preconditioning that I am the body and the relationship is between a body and a body, and then trying to get this feeling of love through sensation, what do you think? Is it love or the lust? So sensations which you are trying to get from the other, the continuity is possible. And if you try to ensure the continuity of it, wouldn't it reach to the state of irritation, intolerable? Right? If you look into the preconditionings related to the love today, I mean, it's infatuations like love at first sight. So what are you seeing at first sight? The self or the body? And the relationship is between self and self or a body and body. There is another preconditioning, by this age, I must have a girlfriend and a boyfriend. There is another sort of preconditioning that the other has got 4 GF, 4 BF, and I have only one. What do you think? Such preconditioning and the such sensations is the continuity is possible. So what we think of love is really the true meaning of love. किसी का जोर जबरदस्ती करना, पीछा करना, है ना, बात नहीं कर रहे तो कहीं रास्ते में रोक कर बात करना, नहीं बात कर रहे तो एसिड डालना, पेट्रोल डालकर जला देना, क्या लगता है ये प्रेम है या वासना है? Is this love or lust? So we need to understand the true meaning of love. And by understanding the true meaning of love, we are in a continuous state of harmony. Next. So love is the feeling of being related to all, which means responsible towards all. Responsible towards all the human being and the responsible towards every single unit of the nature. Giving to all in continuity. Next. So once trust, respect, affection, care, guidance are ensured within you, then the feeling of related to all follows naturally. So now you have trust ensured within you. You are giving trust to the other. You are interacting other with the trust. You can go back, Didi. You understood that the respect is the right evaluation. So you are living with this feeling of respect with the other. So with the clarity of the trust and the respect, it's you who are accepting other as your relative. So the affection is there in you. Now, once you accept the other as your relative, then you are responsible and committed towards the other. Right? So when you have these feelings, you live with these feelings and you share with these feelings to the other. So you become giver and not the receiver. आप इस फीलिंग को एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे दूसरे से, एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आप इस फीलिंग्स को दे रहे हैं बिकॉज यू हैव दिस फीलिंग्स इन यू. You have developed this capacity through right understanding and right feelings by the process of self-verification and exploration. So the love is the complete value in relationship. Is there any question on this?
Bhaiya, there is a question in the chat as what is lust?
Yeah, in fact, when we consider ourselves as a body and when we consider other as a body, then we try to fulfill the relationship with the body. And that is what the lust is. ये जो शरीर की आने वाली जो संवेदना है ना, उस संवेदना को पूरी करना, ये है वासना. That is lust. So now you can think about it. जैसी शरीर से आने वाली एक सेंसेशन है हंगर, है ना. अब उसके लिए आप खाना खा रहे हैं और कोई खाना आपको स्वादिष्ट लगा है. अब वो खाना जब खाते जाएंगे तो आपको स्वादिष्ट लगेगा, लेकिन जैसे आपका पेट अगर भर गया और उसके बाद में भी अगर वो खाना खाएंगे, खाते रहेंगे आप, तो वो जो टेस्ट है वो टेस्ट होता है उसमें या वो इनटॉलरेबल हो जाता है. So you can see to it, that addiction to the sensations of the body, आप अगर उसकी कंटिन्यूटी करने गए खाने की, तो वो इंटॉलरेबल होता या नहीं होता? That is what the lust is.
अरे क्वेश्चन है यूट्यूब से.
Yes.
Rohit Negi, you got 3 parts. Sir, where and how did you learn these immortal values? Second question is,
Just a minute. Let me respond to this.
Ji, sir. Ji.
Yeah, basically, I like you are attending, the sessions, and we are conducting these sessions. So I have also attended these sessions, and this was in Royal University of Bhutan. I was working in Bhutan then, and this was 8 days faculty development program on incorporating universal human values in higher education. So I attended it, and while attending the workshop, I was exploring this content and verifying this content within myself. And what I realized that, yes, my natural acceptance is to live in harmony. I want to live with continuous happiness and prosperity. My natural acceptance is to live with the feeling of relationship with everyone. And for that, this right understanding and right feeling is required. And this right feelings and right understanding can be developed through the process of self-exploration. And since that, I'm trying to learn myself and understand myself. So I'm doing this exploration within, and this is how I'm sharing these things with you.
Yeah. So one more is there. Two more are there actually. Read together. Lust will always be getting bigger and bigger. Sir, how is love has giving nature?
What is getting bigger and bigger?
Lust will always be getting bigger and bigger. Lust.
Yeah, because our preconditioning, our sensations, if we don't verify within ourselves, then it keep accumulating more and more and more. And that's how, उसकी जो roots है वो बहुत एकदम deeply rooted हो जाता है वो preconditioning, वो sensation, अगर हम उसको verify नहीं किए तो. But now when we have started verifying within ourselves, is this relation between a self and self or a body and body? Who has this understanding of relationship? It's a self, right? We are trying to understand the true meaning of trust, the true meaning of respect, the true meaning of love. So when you do such sort of exploration within yourself, then you will find that the love will grow bigger and bigger, right? And that is what you want. Because reaching to the state of love, that is the state of continuous happiness within. That is the state of excellence, which means understanding harmony at all the four levels and living in harmony at all the four levels. Reaching to the state of love, which means a successful, which means achieving the basic aspiration, achieving the basic goal. And that is what the love is.
So last part he has asked is, sir, how is love has giving nature? Maybe he's saying, how does love have giving nature?
Yeah, in fact, if to on Monday, we'll talk about this natural environment. Okay. But now if I just ask you, I'll just share a small input. Here is a seed which falls on the ground, and in a favorable condition, it germinates and becomes a tree. Right? So now these are the examples of the two different orders. The one is material order and the other is bio order. But if you look at the relationship between the material order and the bio order, they are not only interconnected and interdependent on each other, but it's mutually fulfilling and enriching. The soil is also getting enriched and the tree is also getting enriched. So this relationship, is there. So the whole existence is in the form of coexistence. And that is the reason, that is how we have natural acceptance to be related to all. And we have natural acceptance to understand the true meaning of love and live with the true meaning of love.
So, will you please elaborate more on infatuation?
Yeah, in fact, these are the, you see, let me give a small example. In a classroom, there are boys, there are girls, and a boy looked at a girl and a girl looked at a boy, right? They're talking to, when the class is going on, there is always possibility that the two people can look at each other, but these are just two different genders. They are looking at each other. And this small input is enough sometimes to take it into our imagination that she looked at me, which means something is there. So this is infatuations, right? And then just with that small input that she looked at me, many times, you keep thinking on, okay, now tomorrow I'll do this thing, day after tomorrow, and this thing and that thing. So this small input has come. You were looking at her and she was also looking at you. It's just a coincidence. And in the classroom, we all are friends, so we look at each other, right? We can't hide our eye to eye contact all the time. So just as she looked at me, I looked at her. It's a simple thing. But then when you carry that things in your imagination and makes a whole lot of stories out of that, just someone looked at you for once. That is what the infatuation is. So we need to check and we need to verify the preconditionings. कि जब भी प्रेम, लव ये शब्द आते हैं, इस शब्दों को मैं सुनता हूं तो सबसे पहले मेरे इमेजिनेशंस में क्या आता है? Am I able to see that the feeling of love is the feeling of being related to all or something else? Okay. Is there any other question, sharing, reflection?
So there are a lot of questions on chat. I think Pooja ji, you can just ask them to unmute.
Yeah, I read a question in the chat that sometimes a lot of doubts are also generated in every relationship. So how can we deal with it? See, doubts are basically the lack of trust. So we need to understand what is trust. So the moment, we get this clarity that I want to make other happy, similarly, the other want to make me happy, there is no doubt now. The doubt remains till the point when you do not have clarity that other wants to make you happy. But with this clarity, we also see that I am not capable, I am not able to make myself happy. So I lack in competency. So sometimes what happens, by looking at the competency of the other, we conclude that the other doesn't want to make us happy, and that generates the doubt. So how can we deal with it? Understand trust. Let's have a clarity. Yeah, there's a question, another question, how to verify if it is love or infatuations. See, what is love? The love is the complete value in relationship. Trust is being ensured every moment. Respect is being ensured every moment. Affection is there. Responsibilities and the commitment for mutual fulfillment and mutual development is there. You are in harmony continuously. That is love. There is one more question in the chat box. Love happens only one or more. See, love is the feeling of being related to all. And that all includes every human being who is in our family and who are not inside our family, and every single unit of the nature, the tree, river, animal, birds. That is what love is. So it would happen by this realization within, by this right understanding and right feelings within. And it's a process. So this is the process of transformation. This is a process of transforming ourselves from the current state to the desirable state of continuity of happiness and prosperity. And in the process of transformation, we need to focus on fulfilling the need of the self, and that is right understanding and right feeling.
But yeah, there's a question which has been asked repeatedly. What is attraction and love? Are both of them same?
Yeah, in fact, when we say attraction, see, there's a big difference between attraction and affection. Love is the complete value. But when we get attracted towards someone, right, basically what we are looking at, either the skills of somebody or the way of talking, the way of laughing, a kind of thing, the way of walking, the way of dressing. So these are the things, these are the attractions. Okay. Now, when you look into the attraction, see, with that attraction, are you in a state of harmony within, or you get excited? And if you are getting excited out of which, then is that continuity is possible? So the continuity of excitement is not possible. Correct? For that matter, let me give an example of anger. Anger is also an excitement. Can you remain angry all the moment, all the time? So that is not possible because it is not naturally acceptable to us. So excitement is the state of instability within, which is not naturally acceptable to us. We want harmony. So what is affection then? Affection is the feeling of accepting other as my relative. So once I accept other as my relative, then I have this responsibility and the commitment towards the other. So that is what the affection is. And it's very different than the attraction.
Bhaiya, there's one more question. How to get over infatuation?
Yeah, in fact, see, there are different prevailing notions of happiness, and one of the notion is the sensation. By fulfilling the sensations of the body, I can be happy. So we have assumed these things, and under these assumptions, we try to fulfill the sensations of the body. Now, if you look into the sensations of the body, there are 5 sensory organs. And each of these 5 sensory organs is to nurture, is to protect, and is to do the right utilization of the body. जैसे मुझे एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं आपको. खाना खा रहे हम, तो खाते वक्त अगर हाथ से खा रहे हैं तो सबसे पहले जो उंगलियां है उसका खाने से स्पर्श होगा ना. टच इज वन ऑफ द सेंस. वो टच के साथ हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते कि खाना सही या खाना खराब हो चुका है. हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता. अगर वो भी नहीं हो पा रहा है तो उसके बाद में जब हम खाने का बाइट लेने जाते हैं तो यू कुड स्मेल इट आउट. तो स्मेल इज अनदर सेंसेशन, अनदर सेंसरी ऑर्गन. अगर वो खाने ठीक नहीं है तो स्मेल आ जाती है. वहां पर भी नहीं तो जब वो टेस्ट करते हैं हम, तो जैसे ही टेस्ट करते तो पता चलता है कि खाना खराब है. तो शरीर की जो संवेदना है, सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स है, वो शरीर के नर्चरिंग करने के लिए, शरीर के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए, शरीर के राइट यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ठंड के दिनों में वो यू कुड फील द टच ऑफ द कोल्ड वेव, कोल्ड एयर, राइट. वो टच से तो पता चलता है. तो जैसे पता चलता है तो देन यू कैन प्रोटेक्ट योर बॉडी बाय हैविंग a sweater on or a jacket on or a blanket on. तो शरीर की संवेदना शरीर के नर्चर प्रोटेक्शन के लिए है. उसको शरीर के नर्चर प्रोटेक्शन के लिए अगर हम यूटिलाइज करते हैं तो राइट यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ सेंसेशन है. बट व्हेन यू कनेक्ट दी बॉडीली सेंसेशंस विथ योर हैप्पीनेस, दैट इज इन्फैचुएशंस. तो फिर हम उससे सुखी होने का प्रयास करते हैं. तो हम अपने में एक्सप्लोर करके देखें कि ये जो बॉडी के सेंसेशंस को फुलफिल मैं करने भी गया तो अपने में इरिटेशंस होता या नहीं होता, डिस्टर्ब होता हूँ या स्टेबल बना रहता हूँ, सबके साथ अपने फीलिंग्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर पाता हूँ या नहीं कर पाता हूँ. तो द मोर वेरिफिकेशंस यू विल डू योरसेल्फ, because it is not naturally acceptable to you, and what is naturally acceptable is to harmony. So the more you develop this right understanding and right feelings within you, है ना, जो ट्रू हैप्पीनेस है, वो ट्रू हैप्पीनेस को जब हम समझेंगे तो फिर ये छोटा छोटा सुख है ना जिसके पीछे हम जाते रहते हैं, वो तो छूट जाता है. फिर दिखाई देता है कि असली मजा तो अपने में हार्मोनी में जीने का है. असली मजा है ना वो सबके साथ में संबंध पूर्वक जीने का है, सबके प्रति रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और कमिटमेंट का है. ठीक है.
बहुत बढ़िया भैया. Many of them are now replying in the chat that it's becoming clearer to them what is love. There is a question which is been asked repeatedly, that relationships once have to break, then why so many couples do so many promises to each other? So the person wants to know what is the role of promises in relationship.
Yeah, in fact, if you look into the relationship, these two things are important to understand. The relationship is, it's there in the existence, or I construct the relationship. So the relationship is there in the, right? It is there. Like day before yesterday, we discussed this example that, once this face-to-face classroom will start and you will step in the class, you would get to see all those students, your friends sitting in the classroom. So you have opportunity to recognize your relationship with everybody. But then you choose to select the friends based on the preconditionings. If your preconditioning and their preconditioning matches, if your likeness, their likeness matches, you choose, you select. But you have opportunity to be the friend of everyone, isn't it? So the relationship is there. We identify with some people. Okay. Now, can we live with the feeling of relationship by understanding what is relationship, or by promising each other, by giving the promises to each other? तो क्या होता है कि संबंध क्या है उसको समझे नहीं हम, तो संबंध क्या है उसको अगर नहीं समझेंगे तो संबंध पूर्वक जी नहीं पाते, झगड़े होते रहते, कसमें खाते कि वापस झगड़े नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन कसम खाने से क्या होगा? समझना होगा संबंध क्या है, इस भाव को समझना होगा, विश्वास क्या है, सम्मान क्या है, स्नेह क्या है, प्रेम क्या है, इसको समझकर ही हम संबंध पूर्वक जी पाएंगे। कसमें खाकर तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। अगर कसम खाने से संबंध ठीक हो जाते तो अभी तक तो बहुत सारी कसमें तो खाई ली होगी ना। है या नहीं? जी।
भैया बहुत सारे questions है. I think there's a lot of confusion amongst the students regarding love. So there is this question. One person wanted to know if you are attracted to somebody by somebody's beauty, then what is it? Is it love or is it lust?
Yeah. So that person need to define what the beauty is. The person need to define what is beauty is. When we say the human being is the coexistence of self and body. So the body is a material. The self has this capacity, potential of knowing, understanding. So what that beauty would means? The beauty would means the one who has this knowing, understanding, the feeling of relationship is beauty, right? So if you are getting attracted towards such beauty, so that is your natural acceptance, because the other person is a role model, living in harmony, living with the feeling of relationship, and you are getting motivation and inspiration from that other person to live the same. So it's not the attraction, that's basically the inspiration and motivation, because you also wants to be like your role model who is living in harmony, isn't it? And that's the beauty.
Yeah, but yeah. So first they have to be clear about or define what is beauty, and then decide whether it is love or lust. But yeah, there's one more question where the student wants to know that according to you, what is to be chosen, a career or love?
My whole efforts I'm investing to understand love and to live with love. But what is that means? Love is the feeling of being related to all. Love is the feeling of being related to every single human being and every single unit of the nature. Reaching to the state is the state of continuous happiness within. It's a state of continuous harmony within. So if you ask me this question, what I would be choose, definitely I will choose to have this right understanding and right feelings so that I can live with the love. And career is a part of it. Human being has got these three needs: right understanding, relationship, and physical facilities. So right understanding and relationship holds higher priority over the physical facilities. So with all these three things, continuous right understanding and right feelings within, and also identifying the required physical facility and producing or making this required physical facility with the right skill. All these three things is love. Because by all the combination of all these three things only, you will feel related to every single human being and every single unit which exists in the existence. I hope it's clear now. So we have 9 minutes left. Let me just recap of a relationship, and then after the break, we'll open up our discussions in understanding harmony in the society. So what we discussed today is gratitude is the feeling for those who have made efforts in terms of providing help in the process of my development. So all those we talked about, that endless list you said, there are many infinite, right? The people and every unit of the nature who help me and helping me in the process of my development. I would have this feeling of related towards them. And that is what the love is. So the love is the feeling of being related to all. That's the complete value in relationship. And we can reach to the state of love by having understanding on trust. So the trust is the clarity on the intention that every human being wants to make himself happy and wants to make other happy. Then we talk about respect. So respect is the right evaluation of ourselves on the basis of ourselves. So I can do the right evaluation of myself on the basis of the content of desire, thoughts, and expectations I have in me at this particular moment of time. That is what me is. I am. I can evaluate other on the basis of the self and the purpose, program, and the potential of other is similar to me. So the other is similar to me. That is what the respect is. And with the feeling of trust and the respect, we accept other as similar to me, which means we accept other as our relative, and that is what affection. And each one of us, feels committed and responsible towards our relative. Responsibility of the mutual fulfillment. That is, the natural outcome of affection. So when you see this love, it's a feeling of being related to all, which means every single human being is my relative. So now you can define your family. You'd be able to see that my family is not only the place, not only those biological relationship, but then it get extended and expand to the whole world. So the world family. So understanding the meaning of love and living with the feeling of love sets the foundation to the world family and the undivided society. Now you can ask yourself, you want to live in a divided society or undivided society? So each one of us has a natural acceptance to live in undivided society. So the foundation of that undivided society can be set by understanding the feelings in relationship and living with this feelings in relationship. So if I'm able to see that every human being is related to me, so my family is the world family. And if I'm able to see that every single unit in the whole existence, I am related to every single unit of the whole existence, every unit is related to me, that set the foundation for the undivided society and the universal human order. And to realize this aspiration of world family and undivided society, we need to develop this right understanding and right feelings within ourselves through process of self-exploration. And this education we are talking about for the past 5 days, that this education is also important. The value education is also important. The skill education is also important. So the skill education would help me to produce required physical facility to nurture and protect the body. The value education would help me to live a fulfilling life in harmony within and with harmony with other. So this much we wanted to discuss, shared with you. After the break, still we have 3 minutes for the break. If
The
there
question on
is
YouTube, can I give you?
Yes.
Yeah, there's all of them answering each other, but one question very nice. Rohit Negi, sir, is there any regular practice which can lead to harmony by gradually eliminating negativity?
Yeah, I mean, when we see this need of the self is a continuous need. And for that, we need to have these continuous efforts. So it's a regular practice. What practice we need to do? Number one, be aware of your desired thoughts and expectations. Look at what is going on you and see that whatever is going on you, with that content, are you comfortable, uncomfortable? Are you in harmony, disharmony? You are having this relationship or opposition there. So verify the content which is going in you on the basis of your natural acceptance. The natural acceptance is there. Each one of us is endowed with it. You can ask this question to yourself. So through the process of self-exploration, self-verification, and the self-evaluation, we can gradually transform to the state of continuous harmony. And this is the reason, the Mumbai University have introduced and incorporated universal human value in 21 days student induction programs component, and the School of Pharmacy have introduced universal human value 2 as a 3-credit course. So that, and as in the inaugural session being said by Dean Mujumdarji, that very soon it will be incorporated with science and technology and other branches of Mumbai University. So through this content, if we develop this content within through this process of self-exploration, we can reach to that state, the state of transformation. Nice question, Negi. Yeah, any other question?
No, sir, none from YouTube.
So there's a question from Mahesh Bade in the chat, that which option is better, love marriage or arranged marriage?
See, which option is better, that you can choose for yourself, but whether it's a love marriage or arranged marriage, the one thing is there, that you need to understand the relationship. Isn't it? It's not only for the marriage, but even to study in the college, to work in a job place and every walk of our life. If we understand what is relationship, and if we develop the capacity and ability to live with the feeling of relationship, then at every walk of life, you will be successful. You will be happy. So Mahesh, what is important? And getting answer to the question on love marriage and arranged marriage, that is important? Or what is relationship? Understanding what is relationship, that is important. You can respond in the chat, Mahesh.
So they can unmute and raise hand and ask the question. They are preferring chat mode.
Yeah.
Rohan, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
No, raise hand. You have to unmute, you have to give, ma'am. With the raise hand, you have to unmute them.
Achha.
All right, so it's 5:30. We can take a break. Didi? Yeah, Bhaiya?
I think,
Can we go for the break? Yeah.
yes, Bhaiya.
Yes.
So all the students, we have a break for 15 minutes from 5:30 to 5:45. But we are still here to answer your question. So if anybody of you all have a question, you can raise your hand. So and unmute and ask your question.
You have to, when they raise the hand, you have to enable that ask to unmute.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, any student has any question? Yeah, okay.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you're audible.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I am Cap Sayyed from Jonle College, Asangaon. मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि अगर रिलेशनशिप स्टेबल नहीं है, दोनों साइड का 100% हम दे रहे हैं, सामने वाला भी दे रहा है, बट रिलेशनशिप स्टेबल नहीं है, तो उसे खत्म कर देना ठीक है?
अभी रिलेशनशिप किससे है? हाँ, या उमेश सर आप बताएंगे? हेलो. अच्छा.
Yeah, I'll just share a small input, Didi, and then you can add a few things. Hello. Yeah. So, have we understood what is relationship? Kaif? क्या ये संबंध क्या है, इसको हम समझ पाए हैं क्या? तो पहले हम संबंध क्या है उसको समझेंगे, तो रिलेशनशिप क्या है उसको भी समझ पाएंगे, है ना? तो थोड़ा समय लगाओ, संबंध क्या है उसको समझने का प्रयास करो. जैसे जैसे हम संबंध क्या है उसको समझेंगे, तो फिर ये रिलेशनशिप को भी समझेंगे. ठीक है? थैंक यू. Yeah, so you all can take up the questions now. Didi, would you like to add anything into it, Pooja Didi?
No, you have answered it well. First, you need to understand relationship, then you understand how to go about fulfilling the relationship. Is it okay, Saif? Kaif?
Yeah, he said it's okay.
Yeah. Sujay Bhaiya is there?
Not
Hello.
as yet.
Pardon?
No, not as yet.
Not
Hello.
yet. Okay.
Madam, you have to, the unmute business is only 15-20 seconds. So you have to, after person, you have to keep on unmuting the person.
Okay.
That's
Hello,
the
ma'am.
trick of.
Yeah, we are having, who's it?
मैम कैफ
Yeah.
मैम मैं ये बोल रहा था कि जो अमेरिका एंड स्वीडन जैसी कंट्रीज में जो डाइवोर्स रेट है वो 54% है. सो वहाँ के लोग तो यही प्रीफर करते हैं ना कि अगर रिलेशनशिप अच्छा नहीं है तो इसे खत्म कर दिया जाए.
हाँ.
कैफ बेटा, आप अपने आप से एक क्वेश्चन पूछिए कि आप संबंध से जीना चाहते हैं या विरोध से जीना चाहते हैं.
सर मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि 100% दोनों साइड से कर रहे हम, लेकिन नहीं हो पा रहे स्टेबल. देन व्हाट?
तो इसका अर्थ यह है कि दोनों भी संबंध क्या है उसको समझ नहीं पाए हैं. क्या दोनों भी इस
पहले
बात को समझ?
स्टेबल, पहले स्टेबल थी, फिर धीरे धीरे आफ्टर सम टाइम.
ठीक है, मैं केवल इतना पूछ रहा हूँ कि संबंध क्या है उसको समझे बिना संबंध पूर्वक हम जी पाएंगे क्या?
नहीं सर.
ठीक, संबंध को समझने के लिए अभी तक हमने क्या किया है? क्या हम संबंध को समझ पाए कि विश्वास क्या है? अभी जो स्थिति है उस स्थिति में विश्वास है या अविश्वास है? ट्रस्ट है या मिसट्रस्ट है? रिस्पेक्ट है या डिसरिस्पेक्ट है? आप हार्मोनी में जीना चाहते हैं या डिसहार्मोनी में जीना चाहते हैं? तो अभी अपने आप को चेक कीजिए कि आप हार्मोनी में है या डिसहार्मोनी में है. तो पहले जैसा हम जीना चाहते हैं वैसे जीने की योग्यता तो अपने आप में बढ़ा दे, तभी जाकर तो जी पाएंगे ना.
ओके सर, थैंक यू
ठीक है
सर.
ना?
Yes,
थैंक यू.
Yeah, Vishwajit. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
You're audible.
Ma'am, my question is, in old age, why need people to relationship? जैसे कि वो लोग जब बूढ़े हो जाते हैं तब उनको अपने बेटे बहू या फिर नाते नाते ना सबकी क्यों जरूरत क्यों पड़ती है?
अभी आपको सबकी जरूरत है या नहीं है?
हाँ, अभी तो है सर.
तो वैसे तभी भी रहेंगे फिर, क्योंकि दिस इज द नीड ऑफ द सेल्फ.
हाँ सर, बट तब उनको बच्चे लोग वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको वृद्धाश्रम में छोड़ देते हैं, तो वैसा क्यों होता है? मतलब उनके माइंडसेट ऐसा क्यों बन जाता है क्योंकि अपने माँ बाप को ही वृद्धाश्रम में छोड़ दे?
तो बात ये हो रही है कि हम संबंध को ही समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं ना, वो ग्रेटिट्यूड के भाव को देख पा रहे हैं क्या हम? अगर वो ग्रेटिट्यूड का भाव अगर बना रहा तो जब माता पिताजी का शरीर है ना वृद्ध हो जाता है, जब वो ज्यादा काम नहीं कर पाता, तो हम तो उनकी सेवा करेंगे.
यस सर.
लेकिन ये तो तभी बन पाएगा ना जब वो ग्रेटिट्यूड का फीलिंग हम में है, जब वो संबंध का फीलिंग हम में है. तो संबंध पूर्वक जीने से ही हम सुखी हो पाते हैं. लेकिन क्या वो संबंध के भाव हम में बन पा रहे या नहीं बन पा रहे हैं, उसी को ही वेरीफाई करने की बात है. तो फिर हम देख पाएंगे कि वो जो भाव हम में भी निरंतर नहीं बन पा रहे, तो नहीं बन पा रहे तो क्या करें? तो अभी थोड़ा सा समय लगाए, समझ ले, है ना, ये विश्वास क्या है, संबंध क्या है. तो जितना हम समझेंगे बेटा उतना ही हम जी पाएंगे. जो हम नहीं समझ पाते हैं वो तो चीज हमारे जीने में आ ही नहीं सकती है. ठीक है ना?
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू.
या तो आप ये टाइम अपना शेयरिंग या क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हो. अभी सर भी है हमारे साथ, उमेश भैया भी है.
मैडम विश्वजीत मलिक करके है, विश्वजीत मलिक.
Yeah, he just now asked a question.
No,
sir.
that was Kaif, ma'am. Kaif.
No, he asked now about old age. Vishwajit, your hand is still raised. Do you want to ask another question?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Rohan.
Sir, my question is like, failing in love at the early of age is good or bad?
Let us understand whether it's a standing in love or falling in love. है ना? ये फॉलिंग की बात क्या होती है? ये तो स्टैंड होना है प्रेम में, स्टैंडिंग इन लव। और स्टैंडिंग इन लव का अर्थ क्या होता है कि लव क्या है उसको समझे। तो लव का अर्थ ये है कि सभी मानव के साथ मेरा संबंध है और उसको पहचानता हूं मैं। मेरे माता जी, मेरे पिताजी, मेरे भाई, मेरे बहन, देश का हर एक नागरिक, दुनिया में रहने वाला हर एक नागरिक, ये सब मेरे रिलेटिव्स है, ये सब मेरे संबंधी है। वो है प्रेम।
सर
There is
ये
nothing.
न्यू
So there is nothing in falling in love. It's basically standing in love.
ओके सर, बट सर ते न्यू एज में जो लड़के लड़कियां होते हैं ना,
तो आप
तो
तो जो लड़के लड़कियां उनमें से शायद आप भी हो सकते हैं, इसीलिए आपका भी क्वेश्चन है ये क्वेश्चन। तो इसीलिए आप भी अपने में जांच परख करके देखिए कि प्रेम का सही अर्थ क्या है, इसको आप समझे है क्या। अगर नहीं समझे है तो थोड़ा सा समझने के लिए समय लगा दे, है ना। जब हम समझेंगे प्रेम का सही अर्थ क्या है, तभी तो प्रेम कर पाएंगे, तभी तो प्रेम हो पाएगा। ठीक है,
यस सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Yeah, Aditya,
Yes,
will you
yes,
place
ma'am.
your question?
Yes. So many of us watches Western culture on web series, and they try to behave like there are some concepts like friends with benefit, short-term dating, casual dating, etc., etc. But our society do need these things, or we are different. Just
See
might is
whether
yeah.
see whether our society, their society needs these things. Are they different? Are we different? This is not the question. The question is that whether do I need this? What do I want to be as a human being? What do I really want to be as a human being? This is the most important question. So when we get answer to this question, that answer is I want to be happy every moment. And that happiness every moment can be ensured by right understanding and right feelings, and not by assuming whatever has been said is right. So that's the reason from the day one, what we are saying, we all are saying that don't assume that whatever has been said is right, but verify it on the basis of your right own, on the basis of your natural acceptance. So that's what I will say. Don't assume what has been propagated through media or through any web series, but you can verify within yourself whether that is right for you or it's not right for you. And how you will reach to this conclusion whether it's right for you, if it is leading to the harmony, it is right. But if it is leading to the excitement, then you can think about it whether it's right or it's not right. Is that okay? ठीक रहेगा ऐसा?
Yeah, Aditya, is your question answered? Does it make sense? Yes, he's answered in the chat, Bhaiya, that yes. If anybody has any question, they can raise their hands. We still have 2 minutes more.
The moment you
Bhaiya, there's
are
a question.
living,
Okay, sorry. Yeah, continue.
yeah. So when you are when you are able to live in harmony with them, and when you are able to see that you are related to every single human being and every single unit, like पहाड़, पौधे, पेड़, जमीन, पशु, पंछी, दुनिया का हर एक आदमी, है ना, दुनिया का हर एक ह्यूमन बीइंग, उसके साथ में आप रिलेटेड है, या अगर आप में समझ भाव अगर बन पा रही है, तो यू कैन रिकॉग्नाइज दैट यू आर इन लव। ठीक है, ओके, सो इट्स गेटिंग 5:45। निधि जी नमस्ते।
नमस्ते सर।
धन्यवाद भैया,
Over to
बहुत
you.
बढ़िया सेशन हुआ, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू दीदी, थैंक यू ऑल, थैंक यू।
Nidhi madam, you can just put a slide mode.
जी सर, डूइंग इट। Sir, actually, with the discussion which was there going on, I was also mesmerized by the questions which our students were asking and the way sir was putting it up. So, of course, we all want to have this feeling of love within us, set for each one of us. Yes. So, students, I hope you have quite a lot enjoyed this session, having this understanding of the feeling of gratitude and love. Now, shall we start with the discussion of the family? Are you all okay? Shall we start? You can answer yes or no in the chat box. Okay. Padya. So we will start with our discussion. Now, each one of us, we are getting ready to express this feeling of love to those who are around us, right? So we started our discussion with understanding the harmony at the individual level and then family level. Now, when I'm able to understand these values and I am able to ensure these values within the family, what is next? No? So this society is next extended family of mine. As sir was talking about this world family, right? So our next participation, once we are clear about these values in the family, once it becomes possible for us to explore and then live with these values with people who are there in my family, now I am ready to take part in the societal contributions. So today we will be talking in this session about the society, that is institution, community, department, class, wherever our participation is, then our immediate family. So yes, with your yeses, now we are ready to start. Now I am going to read some of the concerns which we all are having. If you feel like you still are facing some more concerns, we can list them out. You can respond to it in the chat box and we will see how we are going to resolve these concerns. So first concern, as I can see, is that so far I was protected by my parents. Now I have taken admission to this institute. I may be completing my graduation program and then my actual living will start. So now I have to face the society all by myself. So this is my first concern. Will I be able to do it? अभी तक बहुत अच्छे से पेरेंट्स ने संभाला था ना, खाना पीना हर चीज का ध्यान, फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज का भी ध्यान पेरेंट्स रख रहे थे, समझ को बढ़ाने का काम भी पेरेंट्स कर रहे थे, सही भाव भी शेयर कर रहे थे, लेकिन अब मेरा पार्टिसिपेशन सोसाइटी में हो रहा है ना, हमारा एरिया बढ़ रहा है वेयर वी आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग.
So now I have this concern, will I be able to do so? हाँ? और एक concern हो सकता है, how can there be communal harmony in the society? हाँ? It may happen that I have this very good job, I have got this very good position, I may be working at a very good post, and suddenly there is disharmony in the society. Will I be able to live with harmony? No? If things around me are in chaos. So now basically I'm interested so that this communal harmony in the society is ensured, because that affects my day-to-day living, right? Next concern could be, how can the society be free of crimes, especially crimes against women? Do we have to still march at some gate so that we fight for some Nirbhaya? Do we still have to involve in such activities where we just want to talk about justice to one particular woman? Or it is desirable to have a society where each one of us is protected. I may have this concern, how can I play a vital role in making a corruption-free society? Now you may have seen this, right? That you were taking admission, you had to collect so many documents for it. Wouldn't it be fair that I am getting the documents which I need just by applying for it or just by completing the formalities? Or it would be okay that at every step I have to pay for it. That we have to see. There is this vast gap between rich and poor in the society. I am thinking, what could be the solution to this? फैमिली में तो ऐसा नहीं होता था अब तक. पापा ऐसा नहीं बोलते थे मैं रिच हूं ना, ऐसा कोई मम्मी नहीं बोलते थे कि मैं रिच हूं. लेकिन अब जब सोसाइटी में मैं जा रहा हूं या जा रही हूं तो दिखता है कि ये डिफरेंस बहुत है रिच एंड पुअर का. मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हाउ डू आई मेक माई कंट्री हैव बेटर रिलेशंस विथ इट्स नेबर्स? आए दिन न्यूज में अगर कुछ फाइट्स के न्यूज बने हुए हैं, है ना, हमारे नेबरिंग कंट्री के साथ, उसके साथ स्टॉक मार्केट में कुछ गड़बड़ी हो रही है, उसके साथ जॉब की सिक्योरिटी पर असर पड़ रहा है. इवन आई एम इनसिक्योर considering will I be able to live peacefully in harmony in this environment? तो कंट्री में तो पीसफुल एनवायरनमेंट है, लेकिन नेबर्स के साथ भी होना हम चाहते हैं. What areas do I pick for innovation and research which can be useful for the society at large? मैं इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट बनूंगा, मैं अपना इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करने के बाद और क्या ऐसे बेहतर कर सकती हूँ ताकि कोई ऐसा इन्वेंशन हो जो सोसाइटल लेवल पर यूजफुल हो. ये भी एक कंसर्न हो सकता है. हाउ डू आई टेक my parental family and my future family together while I am on the job? बड़े हो जाएंगे, है ना, जॉब भी करते रहेंगे, हमारी फैमिलीज भी एक्सटेंड होंगी, तो जॉब भी करेंगे, एक फैमिली के साथ और एक फैमिली भी एडअप हो जाएगी, कैसे संभाल पाएंगे? आई हैव दिस कंसर्न. आई एम एबल टू सी सोसाइटी में बहुत सारे सिस्टम्स हैं, एजुकेशन है, हेल्थ है, मार्केट है, गवर्नेंस है, जुडिशरी है, मीडिया है, पब्लिक सर्विसेज हैं. एक एक सिस्टम का असर मेरी डे टू डे लाइफ पर पड़ रहा है या नहीं? दैट आई हैव टू चेक. नाउ The question is, can I have a holistic understanding for all these systems and what is my role therein? हेल्थ सेक्टर में कुछ हो रहा है, गवर्नेंस में कुछ हो रहा है, उसका डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली असर मुझ पर पड़ेगा या नहीं? विल आई बी अफेक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ इट और नॉट? हमें चेक करना होगा, है ना? क्या ना? तो हमारा पार्टिसिपेशन अब हमारे फैमिली में लिमिटेड ना रहते हुए एक्सटेंड हो रहा है ना. स्कूल के फ्रेंड्स थे, फैमिली है, इमीडिएट फैमिलीज थे, जहां हम रहते हैं वहां की फैमिलीज थे, लेकिन अब हमारा पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़ रहा है. हमने किसी ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूट में एडमिशन लिया है जहां पैन इंडिया से लोगों ने एडमिशन लिया है. हमारा सर्कल बढ़ रहा है ना. हम जॉब के लिए ऑप्ट करेंगे, अपना एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप शुरू करेंगे, विल हैव पीपल वर्किंग अराउंड अस, एंड एज आई कुड सी द रिलेशनशिप इज, है ना. तो हर एक के साथ ये जो रिलेशनशिप है उसे हम एक्सटेंड कैसे करेंगे ना. तो दीज कंसर्न्स वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट नाउ. अगर आपका और भी कोई कंसर्न है तो आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं, है ना. एज यू आर देयर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ स्टेपिंग इन दिस बिगर वर्ल्ड, क्या लगता है और क्या कंसर्न हो सकते हैं आप लोगों के? ग्रेजुएशन खत्म हो जाएगा, उसके बाद, है ना. ऐसा है क्या, मैं, मेरी फैमिली, मेरा जॉब, मेरा करियर, मेरा एंजॉयमेंट, बस यहीं तक दुनिया सीमित है? बट ऐसा नहीं है. रियल लाइफ इज नॉट जस्ट दिस, है ना. अब हमें सोसाइटी को मल्टीपल वेज में फेस करना है. इफ वी डू नॉट हैव a holistic vision of society, and if we are faced with some disturbing issues, we try to fight against the problems. Many times we start feeling lonely because of this. बहुत सारी स्टोरीज में, मूवीज में हमने देखा था, एक ही पर्सन खड़ा होता है, जस्टिस नहीं है बोल रहा है, फाइट करता है ना. तो वी मे बी ट्राइंग टू एड्रेस द सॉल्यूशन इन पीस मिल. एक एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करते हैं, करप्शन को सॉल्व करते हैं, नारेबाजी करते हैं, है ना, कुछ मार्च करते हैं, बहुत सारे काम हम कर रहे हैं ताकि ये इशू से हम रिजॉल्व हो जाए. बट will it work if it is resolved in piecemeal, or do we have to look at a holistic vision of society? ऐसा सोसाइटी जहां पर रहना मेरे लिए पीसफुल है. हम हमारे पैशन के लिए कंसर्न है ना, लेकिन हमारा पैशन फुलफिल करने के लिए क्या हम आइसोलेशन में जी सकते हैं क्या?
दीदी,
जी दीदी.
दीदी, दीदी,
जी दीदी.
let me know when you want me to launch the poll.
जी जी मैम, it is there. Whenever it is there, I will ask you to. जी मैम, thank you for that help. जी मैम. Now the question is there in front of me. For my, other goals for my, मैं एक फैमिली I was disconnected, Didi. I hope I am audible now.
Yeah, you're audible, you're audible.
जी दीदी. So this we were seeing that will it be possible for me to live in isolation? So to this most of you had said no, ना? तो अब हमें होलिस्टिक विजन ऑफ सोसाइटी को एस्टैब्लिश करके उसे अंडरस्टैंड करके वैसा लिविंग डिजायरेबल है या आइसोलेशन में रहकर जहां पर भी थोड़ा बहुत जरूरत पड़े, है ना, सोसाइटी का, वहां से बस काम कर लेते हैं एंड वी जस्ट वांट टू लिव इन आइसोलेशन, ऐसा हमारे लिए डिजायरेबल है? होलिस्टिक विजन जरूरी है या नहीं? Is this desire to have the holistic vision where I will be able to live peacefully in the society, that we have to check. Na, up yes or no. You can write these options in the chat box. That is great that you are able to see. Okay, na? Ab, है ना? Can there be a holistic vision for a harmonious society? Desirable तो है, but is it possible? Is it possible to have this harmonious world around me? Unless my own vision is clear, how am I going to pick my role in it? I do desire to take participation in the society. I do want to take participation in the society so that the concerns which were listed, at least I can work for some of them. But what is that vision that I have to understand so that my participation becomes better? और इसीलिए अब हमारे लिए ये समझना जरूरी है कि हम सभी लोगों का कॉमन गोल क्या है ना? अभी बताइए तो जरा, आप सभी लोग चैट में रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है ना? मैं सिनारियोस पुट अप कर रही हूं आपके सामने। आपके आसपास बहुत सारे लोग हैं, है ना? आप बताइए उनके साथ आपको कैसा लिविंग पसंद है। मैं ऑप्शंस आपको दे रही हूँ, है ना? आप सभी लोगों का गोल कॉमन है और आप सभी लोग उसके लिए एक साथ प्रयास कर रहे हैं। दिस इज ऑप्शन ए। आप सभी लोग इकट्ठा तो दिख रहे हैं लेकिन आपका गोल कॉमन नहीं है ना? कोई बोल रहा है मुझे ये कंप्लीट करना है, कोई कह रहा है मुझे वो काम करना है। वी मे बी हैविंग डिफरिंग गोल्स। क्या ऐसा सोसाइटी है ना जहां पर कॉमन गोल्स नहीं हो, डिफरिंग गोल्स हो, ये बी ऑप्शन आपके लिए डिजायरेबल है ना? या फिर तीसरा ऑप्शन तो ये भी हो सकता है, हर कोई एक दूसरे के साथ एक दूसरे के गोल के अपोजिशन में खड़ा रहकर ना उसी को अपना गोल मानकर चल रहा है ना? ए का गोल है बी के गोल को कंप्लीट ना होने देना, बी का गोल है सी के गोल को कंप्लीट ना होने देना, और सभी लोग अपोजिशन में है। तो ये तीसरा, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, which option is desirable to us? Having common goal, having differing goal, or having goal which are opposite to each other? A, B or C? ठीक है, ठीक है ना? कई लोग आप बोल रहे हैं बी भी ठीक है। वापस एक्सप्लोर करते हैं। ये बी गोल अगर हम चाहते हैं ना, जहां पर कुछ लोगों का एक गोल है, कुछ लोगों का दूसरा गोल है। बहुत छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं ना। हम सभी लोग चाहते थे, जितने लोग अभी हम साथ में हैं, ठीक है ना, हम चाहते हैं कि एक हाउस कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं हम सभी लोगों के लिए रहने के लिए, है ना? कुछ लोग कहते हैं, जो ग्रुप हमारा है, कुछ लोग कहते हैं हमें तो ऐसा हाउस कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है जो एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली हो, है ना, जिसमें नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस की हेल्प से ही एनर्जी का यूटिलाइजेशन किया हो। और कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं सॉरी, ये ऑप्शन हमारे लिए फिजिबल नहीं है। हम तो चाहते हैं एक लग्जरियस, है ना, घर हो जहां पर हर ऑप्शन अवेलेबल हो हमारे लिए जो हम यूज कर सके, है ना। एनर्जी चाहिए तो हमारे लिए एनर्जी का कनेक्शन दो, है ना? तो ये ऐसा रहना हमारे लिए कंफर्टेबल हो सकता है क्या? ना कभी भी वैसा टाइप का हाउस कंस्ट्रक्ट हो पाएगा का क्या, है ना, जहां पर लोग कह रहे हैं मैं एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली घर बनाता हूँ, कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं हम, है ना, मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी से घर बांधते हैं। ऐसा हो सकता है क्या, है ना? तो हम चेक कर लें, हम सभी सोसाइटी में रहते हुए कॉमन गोल की तरफ बढ़ना चाहते हैं कि नहीं, और वो कॉमन गोल क्या है पहले तो इसे समझते हैं। ठीक है जी दीदी, वी हैव अ पोल हियर, काइंडली लॉन्च इट, and by that time whenever we will be having a poll, you all can respond to it and interact. Yes, you have to raise your hand. Ila didi, Ila didi. Rohit sir or Ila didi, there is some background noise.
ईला मैम के यहाँ से आ रहा है वॉइस।
अच्छा सर, ठीक है। इला मैम, आपके यहाँ से थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड नॉइज आ रहा है, आप हेडफोन्स रिमूव करेंगे प्लीज। ठीक है। As you are responding to the poll, would you like to interact? Would you like to share? Do you desire to live in a society having common goal? We can talk over it.
Is there any sound coming now?
It is very okay now, Didi. It is fine now.
Okay.
No sound. Ji. As I could see, you all almost 85% are saying I need to have a holistic vision of the society. ना इतनी यंग एज में अगर हम हमारा पार्टिसिपेशन सोसाइटी में क्या है उसे समझना चाहते हैं, ना, कितनी सही बात है। ओके, वुड यू लाइक टू इंटरैक्ट एट दिस मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम? आप अपना कुछ व्यू सोसाइटी के लिए, अपने आप के लिए शेयर करना चाहते हैं? और अभी आप चैट बॉक्स में रिस्पॉन्ड ना करें, पोल है ना, तो वहां पर रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए। अगर आप कुछ शेयर करना चाहते हैं तो हैंड रेस करके बात करिए, ठीक है? आप सभी लोग ये उसे पोल में रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए, पोल के रिस्पॉन्सेस काउंट हो रहे हैं, ठीक है? हाँ, तो with this I understand that you all are eager to wait to understand this holistic vision of the society. eagerly wait कर रहे हैं ताकि आप समझे, है ना? तो हम थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन आगे बढ़ाते हैं कि ये कॉमन गोल, ये होलिस्टिक विजन है क्या, ना? तो अभी तक जो सेशंस है ना हमने अटेंड किए, we discussed about harmony at the level of the individual and family. और हमने ये भी देखा कि हमारा एस्पिरेशन तो निरंतर सुखपूर्वक और समृद्धि पूर्वक रहने का है। We all do aspire for this continuous happiness and prosperity. We don't take any effort so that we ourselves become unhappy. Na? Each effort from our side is for this fulfillment of basic aspiration of continuous happiness and prosperity. So for that, we started understanding ourselves and then we started understanding the relationships. So we could see this trust is the foundation of every relationship, to have the clarity that the other intends to make me happy. इस क्लैरिटी के साथ हम उनके कंपिटेंस का इवैल्यूएशन कर सकते हैं, है ना। उसके साथ अफेक्शन की फीलिंग है ना, उसके साथ हमने देखा ग्रेटिट्यूड भी है, ने रेवरेंस की भी बात की, और जब कंप्लीट वैल्यू लव की बात की हमने, तो इट इज द फीलिंग ऑफ बीइंग रिलेटेड टू ऑल. When I am able to relate myself with all who are there, on this planet, that is love. और ये love की feeling है ना. देखिए, affection, when we were discussing, we said when I have affection for other person as my relative, I have this commitment and responsibility for that person. So with love now, I have this responsibility and commitment for each one who is around me, है ना? And that forms the foundation of undivided society. Now I consider each one as being similar to me. Now I do not differentiate on the basis of on some race, on some sect, on some information. No, that is not there. I am able to see my relatedness. मेरा हर व्यक्ति के साथ, हर यूनिट के साथ जो संबंध है, वही बनता है फाउंडेशन ऑफ अनडिवाइडेड सोसाइटी. अब हमें क्या करना है? Now we have to make effort for it, है ना? So in this session, we are now understanding the goal of human being in the participation at the level of the society, ना? तो क्या हो सकता है कॉमन गोल ऑफ अ ह्यूमन सोसाइटी? दैट वी हैव टू चेक ना. तो पहला तो गोल, हम हर एक इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर क्या ये देख पा रहे हैं दैट राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड राइट फीलिंग इन द इंडिविजुअल ना लीड्स टू दिस कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ हैप्पीनेस. जितना जितना हमारी समझ बढ़ रही है ना, उतना है ना हम देख पा रहे हैं ना, हर एक लेवल के इंडिविजुअल के लिए हम देख पा रहे हैं कि ये हैप्पीनेस अश्योर हो सकता है ना. आप क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे ब्रेक के सेशन में, किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि इसे कंटिन्यू कैसे करना है ना. तो मतलब इस सही समझ को और सही भाव को हम निरंतर अपने आप में रखना चाहते हैं, है ना. और इतने दिनों की चर्चा में ना, जितनी भी आपकी समझ बड़ी होगी, आई एम वेरी मच श्योर कि आपका पार्टिसिपेशन आपके फैमिली लेवल पर चेंज तो हुआ ही है. जितने लोगों ने सेशन अटेंड किया है, जितने लोगों ने बात को समझा है, जितने लोगों ने इस हैप्पीनेस को समझने की कोशिश की है, उनका पार्टिसिपेशन अपने लिए और फैमिली के लिए थोड़ा सा तो ना कुछ तो चेंज हुआ ही है. हर बार रिएक्शन नहीं है, है ना. बहुत बार रिस्पॉन्स भी आ रहा है. तो अगर है ना, जैसा हम आज कर पा रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा पार्टिसिपेशन अगर हर एक इंडिविजुअल में हो जाए, है ना, हर एक इंडिविजुअल में ये हैप्पीनेस की फीलिंग की क्लैरिटी आ जाए, तो आगे फिर फैमिली लेवल पर क्या हो सकता है ना. देखिए, हम 4 लोग हैं फैमिली में. We all are able to see this relationship with each other. We are there ready to fulfill this relationship. तो fulfillment of the relationship के लिए हम भावों को समझ रहे हैं और साथ साथ हम जिम्मेदारी भी ले रहे हैं ताकि हम हमारे संबंधी के लिए केयर कर पाए. केयर करेंगे मतलब जो भी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज जरूरी हैं, वो हमारे रिलेटिव्स जो भी हमारे फैमिली में हैं, उनके लिए प्रोड्यूस करने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेते हैं ना. मम्मी ने तो आज तक ली ही थी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, पापा ने भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ली थी, अब हमारा भी पार्टिसिपेशन हो रहा है. वी at individual level were able to decide that happiness is not when I go for shopping ना. तो अपने आप के लिए फिजिकल फैसिलिटी की नीड को आइडेंटिफाई कर पाए, और अब एट अ लेवल ऑफ फैमिली हम ये डिसाइड कर पा रहे हैं कि परिवार के लेवल पर हमारे लिए क्या जरूरी है, कौन सी फिजिकल फैसिलिटी होनी चाहिए, हर एक के रूम में इंडिविजुअल टीवी होना जरूरी है, या हम सब साथ में बैठकर खाना खाते हुए एक दूसरे के साथ फीलिंग्स को शेयर करते हुए, है ना, इस परिवार की हार्मनी को बनाए रख सकते हैं. तो दिस प्रॉस्पेरिटी वंस ensured in every family, है ना. अब क्या हो सकता है आगे, that we will check. There will be fearlessness, that is trust in the society. No, this survey was taken in one of the workshops. Participants were asked, आपको सबसे ज्यादा डर किससे लगता है? अगर आप बाहर निकल रहे हैं तो सबसे ज्यादा डर किससे लगता है? ऑप्शंस थे 3. पहला था वाइल्ड एनिमल्स, दूसरा ऑप्शन था नेचुरल कैलामिटीज, और तीसरा ऑप्शन था ह्यूमन बीइंग्स अराउंड यू. सरप्राइजिंगली, है ना, ऑलमोस्ट सभी लोगों ने कहा वी आर हैविंग दिस फियर ऑफ पीपल हु आर अराउंड अस, ना. तो ऐसा क्यों कहा? Because at an individual level, if there is no clarity about the happiness, at family level, if there is no clarity of the prosperity, may involve in exploitation of the other, and that creates fear in the society. But na, are we comfortable living in this world of fear? Is it okay for us? ठीक है कि हम इस फियर में जिए, हम डरते रहें लोगों से, है ना, कहीं कोई एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ना हो जाए, है ना, ऐसा ठीक है हमारे लिए? तो नहीं है. तो we do aspire to have this society where there is fearlessness, ना. हम चाहते हैं कि सोसाइटी में ट्रस्ट हो, ना. So with this, now if I am able to see that there is this coexistence at the level of the nature, ना, हम ये समझ पा रहे हैं कि हमारा जीना जहां पर भी हो रहा है ना, हमारे इंडिविजुअल से, फैमिली से, सोसाइटी से, नेचर तक, ना, हमारा जीना जहां पर भी हो रहा है वहां हमारा पार्टिसिपेशन ठीक ठीक हो, ना. इफ यू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू योरसेल्फ, if you are in harmony and if you are able to check your natural acceptance, where are you able to find your natural acceptance supporting? To harm the nature or to enrich the nature? enrich करना चाहते हैं नेचर जो है अराउंड आपके, या हार्म करना चाहते हैं?
निधि जी, there's a question from Rashmi Singh from YouTube. What if in the society, some people are always opposing us and create a negative issue for us, no matter what right approach we have?
Now, see, we have to understand this thing, this right understanding and right feeling. Do we desire it in only few individuals, or it is desirable for all, each and everyone around us? क्या सही है? आप बाकी लोग भी चैट बॉक्स में रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकते हैं. ये राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, राइट फीलिंग कुछ ही लोगों में हो जो हमेशा सोसाइटी के लिए अच्छा काम करना चाहते हैं, सब सोसाइटी में, है ना, कुछ अच्छी चीजों को बाहर लाना चाहते हैं, या सभी में हो, ऑल और फ्यू, है ना. तो देखिए आपका आंसर तो इसी में मिल रहा है. जब तक ये राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड राइट फीलिंग हर एक इंडिविजुअल में नहीं होगा, तब तक ऐसे हो सकते हैं। अब मुझे क्या करना है? What I can do? I have two choices. I also start having opposition for those who are opposing me. ये एक ऑप्शन हो सकता है। वो सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, वो समझने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, मैं उनसे अपोजिशन में आ जाऊं, उनके खिलाफ मैं भी अब कुछ प्लॉटिंग करूं। ये एक पहला ऑप्शन। दूसरा ऑप्शन, वो समझना नहीं चाहते या वो समझ नहीं पाते, they are not able to understand. That could be one of the possibility. I may not also be able to extend my understanding with them. मैं उन्हें शायद समझा नहीं पा रही हूँ, मेरा अप्रोच शायद सही तरीके से उन तक पहुंच नहीं रहा है ना? अगर मैं हार्मनी में हूँ तो मैं उन्हें ठीक से समझा पाऊंगी या नहीं? आप बाकी लोग भी चैट बॉक्स में बताइए। मैं ठीक हूँ तो मैं एफर्ट ले सकती हूँ कि नहीं कि हम समझाएं ना? लेकिन हम खुद ही डिसहार्मनी में आ गए, हम खुद ही अपोजिशन में आ गए, तो फिर ये समझने वाला और समझाने वाला काम तो तभी रुक जाएगा, फिर तो हार्मोनी का कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं रहेगा, है ना? सो दैट वी हैव टू सी ना। हमारी समझ बढ़ने में भी टाइम लग रहा है, वैसे ही उनकी भी समझ बढ़ने में टाइम लगेगा। तब तक हम कैसा रहें, हार्मनी में या डिसहार्मनी में, ये चॉइस एटलीस्ट हमारे पास है ना? आई होप इट हेल्प्स यू। थैंक्स फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन। जी दीदी, विल गो अहेड ना। जी दीदी, नाउ वी हैव दिस पोल हियर। दीदी, कैन वी लॉन्च इट?
Yeah, it's launched already.
दीदी जी हाँ, तो अभी हम सब लोग ये चेक कर सकते हैं ना कि ये चारों
This 1
सही
minute, the
हैं।
poll is launched. Kindly respond at your earliest. Go ahead, Didi, you can go ahead.
जी 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 ना, तो आप सभी लोग पोल के लिए भी रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं। हम बात भी कर सकते हैं कि ये चारों जिनकी हमने बात की है ना, राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड राइट फीलिंग इन एवरी इंडिविजुअल, प्रॉस्पेरिटी in every family, fearlessness in the society, and coexistence, na? This enrichment at the level of the nature. Is it desirable or we can leave something out? आप लोग क्या सोचते हैं ना? इनमें से कुछ एक भी अगर छूट जाएगा, will it be okay? Can we have some interaction? Are you all okay to have some interaction to share your views? Writing a question or reflection in a chat may take some more time, but we can always talk. Okay, all okay, ठीक है ना? So as you are able to see with this poll, I am able to see that all
While they're responding to the
90%
poll,
are saying,
Nidhi
जी
Didi,
दीदी जी
while
जी
they're responding to the poll, maybe you can give one more response. Rohit has asked, what if I want to be an entrepreneur and my parents want me to become an engineer? What should I follow?
my choice. First thing, now am I able to see the relationship with my parents? That I have to ask myself. What do I want? That also I can ask myself. Relationship or opposition ना? तो अगर relationship है ना, understanding है relationship की, तो we can always extend the conversation even with our parents. We can have the discussion over it and we can come to a common goal. जैसे हम prosperity in every family की बात कर रहे हैं ना, वैसे decision making in every family है ना, जिसमें सभी के लिए एक कॉमन आउटकम हो, ऐसा तो हो ही सकता है ना? अगर हम खुद हार्मनी में हैं, खुद रिलेशनशिप की फीलिंग को अपने आप में इंश्योर कर पा रहे हैं, तो हम अब अंडरस्टैंडिंग को हमारे फैमिली मेंबर्स के साथ शेयर करते हुए हमारे लिए क्या सही है एज अ फैमिली, वो तो फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं ना. एफर्ट्स लगेंगे ना, एक्सप्लोरेशन चाहिए, बट इट इज पॉसिबल. आई होप इट हेल्प्स यू. जी दीदी.
Yeah, so I'll just, so the poll was, are all 4 goals required? And you can respond yes, no, cannot say. Those of you on YouTube, you can put your responses on the YouTube. And we are ending the poll, so you can look at the results.
जी दीदी.
Yeah, so we have promising results here. I think we are all able to see that all 4 goals are required. And of course, some of them are also self-exploring.
Yes. है ना. अगर इनमें से
Thank
कुछ भी
you.
एक छूट गया, if we leave any one of them, जी दीदी, so
No,
you
go
can
ahead,
just
go ahead.
check out, will it be, जी दीदी, will it be possible for us to live in continuous happiness and prosperity, है ना. नेचर के लेवल पर कैलामिटी हो गई, हम ठीक से रह पाएंगे क्या, है ना. सोसाइटी में बहुत फियरफुल एनवायरनमेंट है, हम ठीक से रह पाएंगे क्या, वी हैव टू चेक, है ना. फैमिली में ही ये प्रॉस्पेरिटी का फीलिंग नहीं है ना. Every member in the family just talks about how to earn money, and we do not know how much we have earned. Will it be possible for us to give some time to right understanding and relationship? Then that we have to check ना. तो इसमें से कोई भी एक छूट गया तो क्या कर पाएंगे हम, that we have to find out. अब बताइए सभी लोग चैट बॉक्स में, what do you think, from where we should start? शुरुआत कहाँ से करें, ये 1, 2, 3 और 4 कहाँ से शुरुआत करनी चाहिए? विश्वजीत is saying 1. Okay, Sonu Kumar is also saying 1. ना, तो सही समझ और सही भाव in every individual, और every individual में तभी होगा, है ना, जब मुझसे शुरुआत हो. I am the first one who have to start understanding this, ना. ये हमें करना है. अब अगर ना ये चारों गोल फुलफिल हो गए तो what do you think, would anything else be required for us to live in continuous happiness and prosperity? We can keep it open, we can find out if we are able to rightly understand if we are able to rightly understand the need of physical facility, and that way if we are participating at the level of the family, society and nature level, do we require something more? That we have to keep checking always. Yes. So with this we can go ahead a little, and now the important question is, are we working for all 4 in the society? ना, ये सही समझ हम में आ जाए, हम काम कर रहे हैं. Yes, I am able to see, I am able to explore, that has started. What about the family then? Na? Are we able to talk about this prosperity in the family? Are we now working on how this trust can be ensured in the society? Are we able to work on how this coexistence which is there at the nature level can be retained, can be continued, है ना. तो हम काम कैसे कर रहे हैं, now we have to focus over that, है ना. Now we may check what are we actually doing at present, what are our current efforts, na. This is our desirable state, but we can see if somewhere we are able to see this black colored part also. So for example, if we start at individual level, every individual नहीं, लेकिन few individuals में भी, है ना, कुछ लोगों में भी अगर ये assumption है just for an example, that few individuals have assumed that money is everything. Now they are running for it. They are doing all the kinds of efforts so that this requirement of money, which is actually not identified how much needed, they are have this goal like, I want to become rich, so rich that I don't even know how much I have. If that kind of goal is there, even in the few individuals, where it will lead to, no? There will be accumulation by any means in this, in some of the families, in few individuals it get reflected. And what will be outcome of that? There will be domination and fear and exploitation by those few individuals in the society. And at the level of the nature, I may have assumed I have to do anything. I have to do anything so that my particular need of accumulation gets satisfied. So with this, I understand that I am the master of this nature. And with that, I go for exploitation at the level of the nature. कितने सारे एनिमल्स एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहे हैं, कितने एनिमल्स के स्पेसीज, कितने ट्रीज के स्पेसीज एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहे हैं क्योंकि ओवर कंजम्पशन हो गया है. दैट वी हैव टू चेक. कितने सारे रिवर्स में इतना सारा पोल्यूटेड पानी आ गया है. नाउ इट इज बिकमिंग डिफिकल्ट टू क्लीन देम. Why this is happening? That so if there is this assumption in some of the individuals, for example, money is everything, or the assumption could be for any other physical facility, then they are obsessed. Individuals are obsessed. ये obsession का मतलब क्या है? Obsession is over evaluation. I have over evaluated money. I have over evaluated any of the physical facility, and now because of that over evaluation, I am able to see that I want to consume more and more. जितना ज्यादा आए अच्छा है, और ज्यादा. I may have this obsession for profit. कुछ भी करिए, है ना? कितना भी एक्सप्लॉयटेशन कीजिए, हमें तो प्रॉफिट से ही मतलब है. ऐसा अगर किन्हीं इंडिविजुअल्स ने मान कर रखा है, हो सकता है some of the individuals have this obsession for sensual pleasures. जितना ज्यादा खाएंगे, जितने अलग अलग टेस्ट के साथ हम खाना खाएंगे, उतना ही ज्यादा हैप्पीनेस है, मान कर रखा है. जितना जितना ज्यादा सॉन्ग सुनेंगे, जितना ड्राइविंग करेंगे, उतना हैप्पीनेस है, मान कर रखा है. So I have over evaluated this driving thing. I have heard people saying, I enjoy it very much when I go for long drive. What is it? है ना? Sensual pleasure है. Continue हो पाएगा क्या? Previous session में भी हम यही बात कर रहे थे, है ना? कोई भी sensual pleasure अगर हमने मान कर रखा है that it is giving happiness, will it be possible for me to ensure continuous happiness with it? And now this obsession in individuals, and with few individuals trying hard to accumulate by any means because of this obsession. And when I see there is this domination and exploitation and fear in the society, there may be war among countries, there may be a group of people who are just trying to accumulate something. ना? तो ऐसे मूवीज में ऐसा हो रहा है, हम देख रहे हैं कि किसी एक फिजिकल फैसिलिटी की वजह से ना कितना सारा डोमिनेशन, और हम उस मूवी में अगर वो देख भी रहे हैं, आर वी कंफर्टेबल सीइंग इट? That domination, that fear, that exploitation. Will it be possible for us to have fearlessness in the society with that terrorism and war? That we have to check. No? At the level of the nature, if individuals have assumed that I am the master of the nature, I can mold the nature the way I want it to, then now we will be able to see there is this resource depletion. इतने ज्यादा स्पीड में रिसोर्सेस कंज्यूम हो रहे हैं ना, और उन्हें प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए thousands of years लगते हैं. पोल्यूशन हो रहा है, इतना ज्यादा स्पीड से हम रिसोर्सेस को यूज कर रहे हैं, उतना स्पीड से वो नेचर की साइकिल में एंटर भी नहीं हो पा रहे हैं. Just for an example, I am using plastic. Just for an example, is it possible to enter in the nature cycle with the time span I am using that plastic with? 5 मिनट के लिए कैरी बैग खरीद कर लेकर जा रहे हैं. Is it possible for that bag to return in the nature cycle within 5 minutes? I have to check. फॉसिल फ्यूल का आप में से किसी ने एग्जाम्पल लिखा है ना? इतने ज्यादा स्पीड से यूज कर रहे हैं, ये फॉसिल फ्यूल्स एंटर क्रिएट हो पाएंगे क्या नेचर में, जितने स्पीड से हमने इन्हें कंज्यूम करके रखा है ना? तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक ना, एट प्रेजेंट हम कहाँ पर हैं? ये अपर पोर्शन में है, येलो कलर्ड पार्ट में, ये ब्लैक कलर्ड पोर्शन में हम अभी सभी लोग जी रहे हैं. Yellow one or black one? Why? We can find out. For yellow part, black. B भी लिख सकते हैं. हम कहाँ हैं? अब हमें ये भी चेक करना है हमारे लिए डिजायरेबल क्या है. हम होना चाहते हैं क्या इस ब्लैक पार्ट में जहां पे ऐसी सोसाइटी हो? अच्छा, सोहन पाटिल ने कहा है नो, बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं नो, जतिन तिले सिंह नेवर ना. तो अब शुरुआत आपने कहा था वैसे है ना, इस फर्स्ट ब्लॉक से करनी है. Right understanding and right feeling in every individual. If I am able to identify what my happiness is, will I be dependent on consumption or profit making or sensual pleasures for getting it? Will I be the reason for terrorism and war in the society? Will I be the reason for resource depletion and pollution in the society? If I am able to resolve it for myself, and then if I extend in my family and society, can we have this common goal, this humane goal for all of us? That we have to keep exploring, that we have to keep checking, right? Didi, we have a poll here.
Yes, Nidhi Didi. So the ones on the YouTube can also respond. The education needs to connect directly to the human goal. You have 3 options: yes, no, cannot say. Kindly respond to the poll. Yeah, Nidhi Didi, you can continue
आज के
while they
सेशन
are
में
responding.
जी दीदी जी, we did not have a single interaction in this session particularly. Would you like to interact? Are you able to feel that this discussion is needed with
Would you want
the
to put
education
down
which we
any
are
of your
taking?
questions?
You can put your question or response in the chat box instead of saying yes or no. Will it be okay? आप रिलेट कर पा रहे हैं तो आप अपनी क्वेश्चन भी लिख सकते हैं, रिफ्लेक्शन भी लिख सकते हैं. What have been your understanding by this discussion? You said you want to be in this yellow part, right? We all want to be. what should be my role then? What efforts I need to put in? Do you have question for that? It's so nice that you all are able to see that your participation is there. Okay. Yes, Kapil, Rohit, Salumkhe, Suryakala, Abhishek. If any one of you have some opinion to share, Sagar, Sandhya Patil, Rishikesh, Aishwarya, Gauri. You can just share if you are ready to take in effort for establishing this harmonious society.
Nidhi Didi,
Ji,
we
Didi.
can share the results and we can see that almost 94% plus, even on YouTube, they all can see that education needs to correct directly to the human goal.
Right. No? So your right understanding and right feeling in every individual. For that, this medium of education, है ना? We have developed so much. हमारे लिए अभी कितनी facilities available है? Technological world में हम कितने आगे बढ़ गए हैं? Education for all is possible now. ना literacy rate बहुत कम हो गया है कि ज्यादा हो गया है ना, हमें चेक करना है. तो with this literacy, do we need to have this right understanding and right feeling, or only reading and writing or development of skill is required? That we have to check. Okay, so this is the point where we have all to reflect upon. Now I have to see what is my natural acceptance to. Intention क्या है? हर बार हमें check करना, relationships के लिए, है ना, nurturing के लिए, nature के लिए, society के लिए. If I am able to identify what my natural acceptance points to, and if I am able to refer to it, and accordingly, if I set my goals, which are not for just consumption or profit making or sensual pleasure, then it will be possible for us to be there in this yellow part, as you said, that is
Nidhi
what is
Didi,
desired.
Nidhi
Ji,
Didi,
Didi.
we need to
Ji.
address one question.
जी.
मनीष मात्रे राइट्स, सभी लोग अगर येलो पार्ट में आ गए तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ जाएगा ना? ये उनका क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ, बहुत सही क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपने. देखिए, अगर सभी लोग येलो पार्ट में आ गए, मतलब ऐसा है क्या कि सभी लोगों ने राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ अपनी फिजिकल फैसिलिटी की नीड और अपनी रिलेशनशिप्स की नीड को आइडेंटिफाई किया है ना? अगर सही समझ हो जाए फिजिकल फैसिलिटी की, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग, है ना, जो हम अभी कर रहे हैं, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है. नाउ the milk production in our place is half of the what milk is getting consumed. 50% अगर प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है तो 100% उसका 50% ज्यादा उसका कंज्यूम हो रहा है. हाँ, अगर 4 लीटर दूध प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है ना, मिल्क प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, लेकिन कंजम्पशन का काउंट देखेंगे ना तो वो 8 लीटर्स है. मैं कम काउंट आपको बता रही हूँ ताकि हम समझे. तो ये जो एक्स्ट्रा 4 लीटर्स है वो कहाँ से आ रहा है? दैट वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई ना. तो वो एडल्ट्रेशन के माध्यम से आ रहा है ना. इसकी वजह से वी आर फेसिंग हेल्थ हजार्ड्स मे बी ना. हैं जहाँ एडल्ट्रेशन हो, है ना, जहाँ पर रॉन्ग वेज ऑफ प्रोडक्शन हो और फिर उस रॉन्ग वेज से फिजिकल फैसिलिटी प्रोड्यूस हो रही हो, या ऐसा चाहते हैं जहाँ सोसाइटी में जो भी जरूरी है, प्रोडक्शन जरूरी है, लेकिन वो सही तरीके से किया जाना चाहिए। हाँ, आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत राइट है। हमें सोचना तो होगा ना एज अ सोसाइटी कि हम क्या प्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं, किनके लिए करना चाहते हैं, कितना प्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं, हाँ? हमारा फूड कंजम्पशन कितना है। अभी तो हम जैसे रेस में लगे हुए हैं प्रोड्यूस मोर के, और ये जो राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग और राइट फीलिंग के लिए टाइम हमें इन्वेस्ट करना था वो तो हम नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, है ना। तो राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, राइट फीलिंग एंड फिजिकल फैसिलिटी इस प्रायोरिटी में काम करेंगे तो आप जो कह रहे हैं ना वो होगा, या सभी को सही काम मिलेगा, ये हमें सोचना है। वी हैव टू थिंक ओवर इट, वी हैव टू एक्सप्लोर इट। ठीक है, तो आई होप इट हेल्प्स यू। जी मैम, डू वी हैव सम मोर क्वेश्चंस?
There is one from Kapil Surve. मैम, अगर कोएग्जिस्टेंस एक बार समझ लिया तो बाकी 3 की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी ना?
देखिए, अगर कोएग्जिस्टेंस समझ में आ गया ना तो बाकी 3 पर हमारा पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत सही हो जाएगा, इतना तो मैं कह सकती हूँ अभी, है ना। जिसने कोएग्जिस्टेंस समझ लिया उसको अब कुछ पाने के लिए मेहनत थोड़ी करनी है, सक्सेस के पीछे भागना थोड़ी है ना। उन्होंने तो समझ लिया, तो अब बाकी लोगों के लिए जिन्होंने कोएग्जिस्टेंस को समझा है वो कितने हेल्पफुल बन पाएंगे ताकि वो भी इस कोएग्जिस्टेंस को समझ पाए। फिर आप चैट रिस्पॉन्ड कर
Yeah, he's responded yes.
चाहिए ना, जिसने कोएग्जिस्टेंस।
Manish has
हाँ,
also
ये
written okay.
बहुत
Manish Matre for the previous question.
जी जी। So with this, I would just sum up the discussion which we had in this session, that at the level of society, we desire for having a common goal. Goal is to ensure right understanding and right feeling in every individual, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in the society, and coexistence in the nature or existence level, है ना। अब अगर हमने ये इस गोल को फुलफिल नहीं, there will be problems at every level, है ना। प्रॉस्पेरिटी फैमिली में नहीं है तो कुछ फैमिलीज है ना, जिनको ये प्रॉस्पेरिटी की फीलिंग अश्योर्ड नहीं हो रही है, may or may not nurture the other. They may even participate in exploiting the other. तो हर एक लेवल आएंगी अगर, है ना, this right understanding and right not ensured in every individual with the help of education. And that is what this effort is towards. So thank you all. आप सभी के साथ इस discussion को explore करते हुए I also could understand this importance of having a common goal, having this clarity about right understanding and right feeling in every individual. ठीक है, तो आज का असाइनमेंट एक बार देख लेते हैं, that you can find out how do you want to live in your institution or hostel with a common goal and common program of action, and everyone in the institution does a part of the common program, or having this everyone with their own goals and own programs. कौन सा ऑप्शन आपके लिए ठीक है, that you have to identify, and then accordingly you can make a code of conduct for your hostel or your institution or your society where you are staying, which will help everyone in realizing this common goal, है ना। यहाँ पर हॉस्टल की जगह पर आप जहाँ पर भी आपका पार्टिसिपेशन है, that you can put up. Today there is struggle, there is competition, terrorism and war. the frustration leads to many problems like alcoholism. So now what you have to do is make a list of these problems and see if these are natural phenomena or they are due to lack of right understanding in the human being. And now what can be done to address such problems that you are able to see around you. That is what you have to do today. Yes, thank you very much, all of you. Ji Didi, we can go for their questions now.
Yeah. So we welcome all of you all now to raise your questions, and you will be provided with a mic. Avoid using the chat now for questions. You can use the mic and raise your questions. So we can provide you the mic according to that. Please raise your hands. Once you raise your hand, we'll provide you the mic. And thank you, Nidhi Didi, for a very interesting and very thought-provoking session. So participants on YouTube as well as on Zoom, you can please ask your questions.
हेलो, नमस्ते दीदी।
नमस्ते।
हाँ, मतलब निधि दीदी का सेशन तो बहुत ही अच्छा था। अभी श्री भैया भी है, तो
जी भैया,
अभी तक मतलब जितना भी डिस्कशन हुआ है, ओके, उसमें से आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस बन रहे होंगे या तो कुछ डाउट्स है, तो आप यहाँ पे मतलब यू कैन रेज योर हैंड, ओके, यू विल बी गेटिंग अ माइक, यू कैन शेयर, ओके, you can do the sharing or you can ask your doubts. आज के मतलब दोनों भी सेशंस तो आपने मतलब अभी जो कि है, both of them were very informative.
नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते सभी को।
नमस्ते, नमस्ते भैया।
स्टूडेंट से रिक्वेस्ट है, आपका टेक अवेज है, आपका रिफ्लेक्शन है, आपका क्वेश्चन है, आप पूछ सकते हो। 6:45 to 7:30 हम यहाँ पे हैं, आपका आंसर दे देंगे आपका क्वेश्चन का। प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस।
Anyone, the students can share how were the today's two sessions and what are their takeaways, कौन सी बातें उनको अच्छी लगी। Shoaib Sheikh is saying great session. Shoaib, can you मतलब share? I will try to give the mic. Okay. तो आप बता सकते हैं आपको मतलब
भैया कुछ हैंड रेज है।
हाँ, अच्छा, ओके, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। फिर हम उनको वी कैन गिव देम द माइक। भैया उनके नाम के सामने अनम्यूट करना पड़ता है। हियर सिस्टम इज स्लाइटली आदर्श दुबे।
यस सर। सर सबसे पहले तो मैं ये बोलूंगा सर कि काफी अच्छा सेशन था। और सर आपने एक बात बोली थी कि हम सारे रिलेटेड हैं, ह्यूमंस हो, पशु पक्षी हो, हम लोग को एक दूसरे से, मेरे को सर बहुत अच्छी लगी वो बात। और दूसरे दो क्वेश्चन से सर मेरे को मतलब एग्जैक्टली आज जो सेशन हुआ उससे रिलेटेड नहीं है, ओवरऑल से रिलेटेड है कि फर्स्ट सेशन में हमने नंबर देखा सर 2700 लोग आए थे, पर आज जो लोगों का पीक था मतलब हाईएस्ट नंबर था वो 600 था। तो सर आपको क्यों लग रहा है कि इतना अच्छा, आपको क्या लगता है कि इतना अच्छा सेशन होते हुए भी लोग आके नहीं बैठ रहे हैं, लोग आके नहीं सुन रहे हैं, तो वो उसका रीजन क्या है? और दूसरी बात मेरे को पूछनी थी सर कि आप लोग एक दूसरे को ऐसे भैया दीदी करके बुलाते हैं, मेरे को वो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगे सर, तो उसके बारे में अगर आप कुछ बता सकते हैं तो बस दो
यस, तो फर्स्ट जो क्वेश्चन था तुम्हारा, ओके, दैट इज अबाउट द अटेंडेंस, और दूसरा जो था वो भैया और दीदी। तो आई विल आंसर द सेकंड क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट। तो मतलब हम सारे सेशन में तो यही बात कर रहे हैं कि हम सभी एक दूसरे से रिलेटेड है, राइट? और इसी को हम लोग ब्रदरहुड भी बोलते हैं, राइट?
यस सर।
और उसी का मतलब एक प्रतीक के रूप में हम सभी मतलब जो है, मतलब हम सभी तो वैसे टीचर्स है, लेकिन जब हमने ये सेशंस ज्वाइन किया था तो हमारे ये ध्यान में ये बात आ गई कि ये सेशन में जो कुछ भी बातें डिस्कस हो रही है, वट एवर दैट इज बीइंग डिस्कस हियर, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी फर्स्ट, फॉर माय फैमिली मेंबर्स, फॉर माय स्टूडेंट्स, एंड in fact for all my friends also. So therefore now we are doing the volunteering here, okay, trying to understand the things, okay, trying to improve our understanding, okay, and whatever we are able to understand, we want to share it with all our, we can say, friends, students, etc. okay. तो इस ये जो ब्रदरहुड है उसका एक प्रतीक के रूप में, you can say as a symbol of that, we call, we can say each one of us as you can say भाई या तो मतलब बहन। लेकिन आप अगर देखेंगे तो हमारी संस्कृति, मतलब एज वी नो इंडियन ट्रेडिशन इज ग्रेट, in fact in different states, for example even in गुजरात, okay, कोई भी अगर लेडी रहेगी उनके नाम के बाद में बेन आता है। in fact I had gone to one college in the गुजरात, तो वहां पे कोई स्टूडेंट भी रहेगा, many times he will call the ऑफिस में जो क्लर्क रहेगी उनके नाम के बाद वो बेन लगा के, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, और अगर जेंट्स रहेगा तो भैया। जैसे कि मेरे खुद के जो गाइड थे, तो मेरा नाम यशवंत है, तो उन्होंने फर्स्ट डे मुझे यशवंत भैया बोला, ओके। तो कोई बॉस भी रहेगा तो भी अपने किसी ऑफिस के कर्मचारी को भी वहां पे वो नाम के बाद भैया, तो उससे में एक रिलेशनशिप डेवलप हो जाता है। दैट इज वन वे ऑफ, वी कैन से, शोइंग द रिस्पेक्ट फॉर ईच अदर। तो इसीलिए फिर हम सभी एक दूसरे को मतलब दीदी, ओके, और भैया इस तरह से बात करते हैं, ओके। तो आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू।
यस सर, सर बहुत बहुत अच्छा आंसर है सर।
हाँ, तो दूसरा एक जो क्वेश्चन है, मतलब वो अटेंडेंस का है कि अभी हमारे यहाँ पे जो बातें हो रही है, तो देखिए मतलब हम सभी तो चाहते हैं कि एक डेवलपमेंट हो जाए। डेवलपमेंट का वर्ड तो हमने बहुत बार सुना है, ओके, लेकिन डेवलपमेंट में एक जो बातें होती है वो रहती है कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के डेवलपमेंट, जैसे रोड बन गए, बिल्डिंग्स बन गए, ब्रिजेस बन गए, और ये सारा पार्ट तो स्किल का आता है, राइट? तो अभी जो कॉलेजेस में जो कुछ भी पढ़ाया जा रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल सिविल इंजीनियर अच्छी तरह के ब्रिजेस बना सकता है, ओके, अच्छी तरह से बिल्डिंग्स बना सकता है, लेकिन क्या वो मतलब खुद के घर में ठीक से अपने मतलब वाइफ के साथ में, अपने बच्चों के साथ में, अपने ऑफिस में कोवर्कर्स के साथ में ठीक से रह पाता है क्या? तो कभी कभी दिखता है कि ये नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज दिस सेकंड पार्ट इज रिलेटेड टू वैल्यू एजुकेशन। तो ये पूरा सेशन जो है, वो सेशन में हम लोग इसी बात को समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वैल्यूज क्या होती है, हाउ वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द वैल्यूज, ओके, व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप, ओके, व्हाट इज द हैप्पीनेस। इन फैक्ट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द बेसिक ह्यूमन एस्पिरेशन। पूरे वर्कशॉप का गोल तो यही है कि to help the students to understand the basic human aspirations. And for example, अभी हम सभी ने देखा कि for all of us the basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity and its continuity, okay. And second is what efforts then we can make for these basic aspirations, what program we can have, okay. So as long as we think that this is important, okay, we will attend such sessions, okay. But if we feel that skills are more important, if I become engineer, that is sufficient for me, okay, then my preferences will be something different, okay. So in fact, with the right understanding, so this is one attempt. In fact, there will be many such sessions, और उसके और भी कुछ reasons होते हैं. For example, some of the students may be busy with some college exams, etc. like that. लेकिन ये ऐसे सारे जो वर्कशॉप्स है वो मतलब दे विल बी देयर अगेन, वी आर रिपीटिंग दीज वर्कशॉप्स, ओके, फ्रॉम ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ AICT एंड यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ मुंबई. सो दीज स्टूडेंट्स विल डेफिनेटली गेट अ चांस, ओके, इन फ्यूचर. सेकंडली, यहाँ पे जो कुछ भी नंबर है, ओके, इनफैक्ट अभी एक सर से बाद में बात हुई, बट ऑल ऑफ यू आर वेरी इंटरेस्टेड, ओके, यू आर आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस, you are trying to understand the questions, okay. So in fact, we are very happy with your response. Okay. तो धीरे धीरे ये सारी बातें धीरे धीरे होगी. In fact, now when you understand, you will go and you will tell your friends. अब next year when you are in the second year, what will be your advice for your juniors? If some one of them ask you that whether you should attend the UHV program or not, it is there for 5 days, 3-4 hours per day. What will be your advice? You will just tell him one thing, that this is more important than your 4 years of degree course.
Yes, sir.
Attend it, right?
Yes, sir.
Will give a right message. Okay, so slowly this will happen. Okay, okay. So, but we have to make the efforts. Okay, situation sometimes it may not favor us. The numbers may remain same. They may decrease, but in future they will definitely increase, because you are our ambassadors. You have attended it very sincerely. You have tried to explore it. Okay, and will definitely spread this. Okay, good work. And we hope that, okay, say time will come when in fact day after day the attendance will keep on increasing, because it is there on YouTube also. Do you feel same way?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel the same way. Exact same way.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Vishwajit, mic is provided
Yes,
to you.
sir.
You can
आप
ask.
कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हैं सर? हाँ.
Yeah, this session is very good, sir. And best thing is this session is you all teaching like a family. We feel like you are all teacher, not a teacher. As a family member, you will give me suggestion to my future and my career. That's why you are different in all teachers. Thank you, sir.
वंडरफुल विश्वजीत बेटा, आपने हम रिलेटेड है, रिलेशनशिप के बात करते हैं तो वी आर रिलेटेड टू यू. वो इससे ही हम लोग आपसे बात करते हैं. आपका एक्सप्लोरेशन एकदम बढ़िया रहा. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
जी भैया, मतलब स्टूडेंट्स आर रियली एबल टू एक्सप्लोर. दैट इज अ वेरी, मतलब हमें बहुत खुशी हो रही है. मतलब स्टूडेंट्स आप जितने भी अभी टीचर वॉलंटियर्स है, we are very happy with this response.
Karan, mic is provided to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So good evening everyone.
Yeah,
सर
good evening, Karan.
मेरा कंसर्न ये है कि सर आज हम एजुकेशन के ऊपर बात कर रहे थे. निधि मैम ने कहा कि इंडिया की इलिटरेसी रेट काफी कम हो गई. पहले इंडिया इलिटरेसी रेट बहुत ज्यादा थी, अभी लिटरेसी रेट ज्यादा हो गई है. बट पहले इंडिया में एम्प्लॉयमेंट काफी ज्यादा हुआ करता था, बट जैसे जैसे हमारी लिटरेसी रेट बढ़ती जा रही है वैसे वैसे एम्प्लॉयमेंट गिरती क्यों जा रही है सर? कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. अब अभी जैसे जैसे एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट गिरती जा रही है, लोगों के पास जॉब्स नहीं है, जिससे अर्निंग नहीं हो पा रही है. काफी अच्छे पढ़े लिखे लोग, काफी वेल एजुकेटेड इंजीनियर्स लोगों के पास जॉब नहीं है, जिनकी वजह से उनके घर में स्ट्रेसी सिचुएशन हो जा रहा है, जिनकी वजह से हैप्पीनेस चली जा रही है इंडिया का. और ये डायरेक्टली अफेक्ट कर रहा है सर हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स में. इंडिया पहले हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स में पाकिस्तान से ज्यादा अच्छा हुआ करता था. हम हमेशा पाकिस्तान को कोसते रहते हैं,